The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast, as well as its hosts, are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interests at heart, or our own. Enjoy the show.
Okay, now we're recording. What were you saying, Mel?
Well, I'm reading a headline.
You said who's Pitchfork?
I said who's Pitchfork.
Because who is that?
I don't
Who
know.
the fuck
Music
is that
magazine
guy?
Pitchfork, apparently. I just wondered if they are a credible source.
They've been around for a while.
Okay.
Our whole careers.
Pitchfork is where
All right, suck a
people
dick,
like
okay?
you...
Look, I don't.
What did I do?
I'm starting to.
You asked if they were credible. I'm saying yes. They've been around.
No, you've
Okay.
been...
I've been
You're
what?
right.
Yeah, you've been on my ass. Pause. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Pause.
You've been on my ass.
You have to pause. Buddy.
That was the most Boston pause.
Watch it, mister.
I was just reading the headline that says Lil Wayne's The Carter 6 album gets 2.9 rating from Pitchfork. The album is criticized for having disposable beats and lack of creative guidance.
Pitchfork is where people like you go to get some culture.
Hello, I didn't even know it existed.
But what do you think about that?
I think the critique sounds a little bit like what you guys were saying up here. So maybe they got their critique from listening to the Joe Budden podcast?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Why, it wouldn't be.
Would not be the first time, I'll tell you that. All right. What's up?
We here.
What's up? What type of mood are we in? Come on, I'm just asking.
It's Friday.
Yes, it is.
Friday.
Whatever that is.
I'm usually at home right now mood.
Going to the gym.
Exactly.
Well, I certainly appreciate you being here.
Yes, we feel lucky and blessed.
Flip is out.
And highly favored.
And highly favored. Mm-hmm.
Brother Ice is out. They are both here with us in spirit.
Indeed.
Salute to them.
Suddenly the show is more marketable. Oh shit. Hey, Paul, catch this billboard shot. That is a joke. That's a joke.
You're an asshole.
It is a joke.
I can't help himself.
I can't. All right, man. I'm here to have a good time. And I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Shout out to all of y'all out here. It's the weekend, Big Mel.
Yeah.
Next
Father's Day weekend, too.
Next ain't playing.
Happy Father's Day,
weekend.
fathers.
I'm a father, Antoine. It's Father's Day weekend. It's a big deal in my house.
Is it a big deal in yours?
Put your Blistex on, my G.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm so mad that he still uses Blistex, too.
Wow.
He a baddie.
He's not.
No.
he's not.
This ain't baddie shit. That
Not
shit he
at
got
all.
is baddie
Yeah,
shit.
That's true. You do got the
We
flavor.
used to-
but
I
That's
used
some...
Yeah, that shit trash.
He should have outgrown that
No, I used
ages
to. I
ago.
used to. And then I went back. The Old Faithful. The other shit is just for sure.
You think people are
You got
showing out even on the lip balm, too?
You got glamour lip glove.
Let me see your lip balm.
You got designer lip balm.
My lip balm is in a case that I purchased off Amazon myself.
You got homemade lip
I
balm.
forgot.
This
You
can't
lucky.
be.
You lucky.
This can't
You
be for the
lucky.
show.
You lucky.
Come on now.
The other one, your big ass canister that's like the size of a credit card.
Like the roses?
The rosebud.
Yeah, the rosebud.
Sephora rosebud he's talking about. But I like to experiment.
I know you do.
I don't like that Blistex. Come on, man.
Nah, but sex side, man. I'm with you.
No, I'm ignoring him, yo.
You do it too.
Yeah.
I'm ignoring him.
See, that's inexcusable
What?
for a black man to moisturize his lips the same way that white man does. Like you sitting there thinking you found a friend. Like, I'm looking at it like, yeah, all right. All right.
I've been using this shit for
How you
20
gonna make race wars over,
over
lip balm?
I don't think that's.
Yo, what's wrong
I
with
think
you,
that's
son?
just a fact.
So if Parks used the rosebud shit that you use,
He wouldn't use that because he doesn't have the use for it.
well, he don't have lips?
His lips are white.
That mean they don't get chat?
They're not black lips.
I don't know what that means. Pardon me.
They lips look about the same. Whatever that's worth.
Now that I'm looking,
Don't look at my
well,
list.
listen now. We've been trying to tell this one for a little while now, but he always want to go back to his roots. Oh, there's black people in my family somewhere. Hey, brother,
That's what I said.
we never met him, my brother. I don't know.
It's fucking crazy.
I don't know.
Stupid.
I call him every Thanksgiving. He don't answer.
Somewhere around here.
Every Thanksgiving.
Fool, yo.
Mel, the street said I turned on you.
Yeah.
And so for this entire episode, I just want to say
You got my back?
arm in arm.
Oh, I thought you were
Alright.
going to shoot at her more.
No, not at all. I don't want there to be any confusion.
I love that.
Solidarity.
Okay.
I'm going to sprinkle some silence in, and then ask Mark if he's sure about that, and remind him
Yeah, the
about
group
our
chat.
group chat conversation.
Snitch. Not even dry snitching. Snitch.
Well, he didn't say what it said.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll get to
snitch.
that. Don't worry about it.
No. What goes on in the group chat stays in the motherfucking group chat.
Oh, so you're not publicly standing behind.
Your position, whatever that is. No one. You looking real guilty though.
I just want to
There's
know.
nobody knows what we're talking about.
This is a look of shock and
I just want-
disgust
you
collectively.
ratting on
Wait,
yourself.
I wasn't never talking to you. I'm talking to him.
That's fair. You raise a great
Do
point.
you stand by your initial I will support Mel through and through?
Yes, only because I never thought that she would.
Publicly say
Yeah,
that.
I didn't think she was standing
Oh, she
by
ain't
her
saying
group,
that.
her group chat.
No,
She ain't
no,
saying
I
that
know
publicly.
she's not saying that.
She ain't whispering that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
nah.
not
So,
at all.
so yes, I got you back.
And if
She
by,
rearranged her whole
I don't
position
even know what
since
y'all
then.
talking about, but if by chance
not.
she does,
She's not.
I'm going.
If she does, edit.
I'm out. Fuck that white flag. Exactly. Oh man,
this
I'm
guy,
going.
yo.
All right, man. It's the weekend. Bird vibe still in effect. Let's keep this applause going for the best crew in the entire universe right quick. We get these drops out the way.
No, for Daddy.
We got a great show lined up for y'all today.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry I have to wake you. You a doctor?
Is Marc Lamont Hill pussy?
Parks, what episode is this?
Mel.
Oh, yeah. And Mel is here, y'all.
Hey.
And Mel, Big Mel up in this bitch. Y'all know the
What up?
vibes. Legend from the 6. Y'all already know. Stop playing. What episode is this?
834.
Welcome to episode 834 of the Joe Budden podcast. The 800s are really heating up. This is brought to you by, powered by, fueled by Prize Picks gang. Yeah. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, highly favored, happy to be here, fully dressed host Joe Budden. Here with some really amazing people. The big Melissa Ford is in the building.
Hootie hoo.
Stop playing with her. Big King Wawa is in the building. That's that ish right there. There he is.
There he is. That is that ish.
That's him.
4 years during the intro, he still just give us the resting ish face. Nigga, say hello. Say hi when I'm souping you up, man. God damn it. Our good brother Marc Lamont Hill is in the building. Parks King Elmira is here. Poe is
Yeah.
here. Corey is here. Erickson is here. I don't know who else is in the room with Erickson last, but certainly not least, each and every one of you guys are here. Savon and Tanner here by remote. Savon is quiet over there. I ain't gonna wake it up, but it's a little quiet. I don't like how peaceful that went. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later. How's everybody doing, man? What's up? What's poppin'?
I'm feeling great, Mel. What happened to your elbow?
Oh.
Mel, what ad is this today?
Better question. Better way to put it.
Yeah, what's today's ad, Mel?
It's
You got
not.
tennis elbow?
I do. I
You been
do.
playing tennis?
No, surprisingly enough, you don't have to play tennis to get tennis elbow.
What were you doing that was like this?
I don't know. I would like to fucking find out. I would like to find out, but I will say that certain activities are a little difficult right now because of this fucking elbow.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So yeah, I got some physical therapy. So this is KT tape.
Yeah, this shit is annoying.
It is very annoying, but
But you
it's
just
helping.
put it on before you started working. So it's like, is that a thing where
It's been on for.
you use it on camera?
It's been on
She
for.
didn't have this little book bag on
No, not
before
the,
she sat
the
down?
thing on the arm.
This
You don't see
is
the thing on the
different.
arm.
What's that?
What's
This is-
this?
I didn't even see that.
This is a posture pal.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I had one of those.
Yeah.
For your back.
I had one.
Well, it's
before.
for my
Yeah.
it's
It
for my
didn't do-
posture to like. 'cause-
Didn't do great.
It don't. That shit don't work.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
My posture's still trash.
Well, you
You
got to
used it?
use this
I
often.
used it before.
I used it before too.
It didn't work.
Yo, y'all two are 50. however y'all stand and walk, and sit.
Absolutely not.
That's how it is.
You can remedy it.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't find that to be
you know,
helpful.
when we look down at our phones, we develop what's called
A hunchback.
thoracic
Yes.
kyphosis is the actual name for it. But yes, hunchback.
All right, big dog. Did I introduce everybody?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, well, you fucking asked.
Okay,
so,
thank God.
Yeah.
No, Parks asked.
How long you got to wear all that though?
I wear this like once, every day, like for about an hour or two.
It's a 4-week run. Dad. Probably for about a month. We got to talk about it. Be seen outside in it.
Thoracic marotomers.
For
You
sure.
know,
Yeah, who the
I'm
fuck
just-
is she fooling
I'm
with
just-
that?
I'm-
We look down at our phones and develop this archythoracicis. Oh, fuck. All right.
That's funny, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, where would you guys like to begin?
I'm okay with starting with the Marc Lamont Hill Mace video review, if you want to.
Same.
Because I had my phone off on
You
Wednesday. I
reviewed
had
Mace
some people
video?
over.
Not the rapper Mace, right?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the video was on the web, and I wasn't looking at the web that day anyway. But my friend shows me the video, and I gotta tell you, I had a laugh for a while. And I'm sorry, I feel bad that I laughed at your pain, but it was pretty
Mark,
fucking funny.
I laughed at a few different pieces. I didn't laugh at the Mace piece. I laughed at a couple different other.
Like when she was tackled.
That was funny.
For those that don't know,
Yeah, nobody knows what they're talking
in
about.
January, what happened was, in this last episode, which y'all should listen to, we talked about security and needing security, and I mentioned matter-of-factly that I had security issues before and that I had been pepper sprayed at an event. These jackals found that hilarious and went on a joke spree. But in the midst of that, the fans decided to go and find this video.
And they sure did.
And they found it like 30 minutes after.
I'm sorry it took that long.
Right, and what's crazy, it's always been there. That's why it wasn't like we
You said
uncovered
that
the
though.
video.
You said no. It's out. It's out.
out there. It was on my bookstore webpage. It wasn't like it wasn't hidden. It was there. It's been there for a year and a half. It just didn't matter. So they uncovered the video. They took the minute and a half from the moment the woman introduced herself, thanked me for being a member of the community, mentioned that the CIA was after her, and then pepper sprayed me. And then I'll let y'all take it from here because I'm sure the joke baton's about to get passed. But
I do have a question though. Off that intro is, when you put it on your website, how are you like advertising this? Like, what was the marketing plan?
this was the Martin Luther King Day symposium at my bookstore.
Okay.
And so this was like a 2-hour symposium. This happened obviously it was the last question. And so it's been on the website the whole time.
But you could have clipped that out, no?
I wanted there to be a living record of this in case something were to ever happen later on. Somebody could say, well, what happened? And then people tell their own stories. And honestly, for the last year and a half, not one person's ever mentioned it.
Yeah. You stop saying that, though, because
You mentioned it.
that's one of the funnier things about this to me. So I don't want you to keep taking the sting off of what I...
Oh, you don't do your thing.
Yeah, don't try to come in. Don't just lay it all out. Leave some there. Leave some there.
I find it funny that he was promoting it on his own website. and now,
promoting it.
Yeah, that's your word.
I was promoting the event. I mean, again, most people don't get to hour 2 or 3 of a video, clearly. Because, again, nobody has said it. Not one comment in the comments up until yesterday said something.
It's a few different ways that I found this funny. One, Mark is a genius master manipulator, manipulating the algorithm
That's true.
and the podcast airwaves.
That's
so
true.
miraculously, when he tells a story, he goes home, leaks the video of himself.
Has a pre-written reply.
They also happen to find the Denzel Chance pic from outside with Denzel pointing to Chance like, is he famous? So I'm getting a little sick of Mark's little algorithm games.
I like it.
For
I love
one,
it.
but I love it.
Yeah.
And on the flip side of that, there is, I laughed with my girl for so long. I said, babe,
Oh, she's on my list,
this
too.
video has been out for a year. And none of us found it, peeped it. This would have been funny last month. 8 months ago.
What you talking about?
9 months ago.
That is called evergreen.
Yes.
This is fun.
That is
Yes.
This is funny forever.
This video is just hilarious for so many reasons. Your restrictive genes.
The nigga looked like somebody threw him in some water and he couldn't swim.
Yeah. He looked like when my tadpole died.
What? My jeans are
So I was trying to figure out why he was flailing like that. I'm thinking it might be the jeans.
That nigga looked crazy.
Yo, there was nothing in his way but a chair and a curtain. and that had him sent to the oh well.
The stage itself was even a little bit funny.
Yeah.
It was a little stage. You know what I mean?
It was at a middle school.
It was so small.
The niggas telling
school.
he told the lady, ma'am, could you please, ma'am. He looking at the security like, yo, come, ma'am, please, ma'am. I'm like, yo, why you telling the lady to stop?
It felt scripted. I'm not gonna lie. It felt it a little bit.
That pepper spray ain't feel scripted. I'll tell you that.
You took it like a G though. Pause.
I've been pepper sprayed before, but you
You didn't even like go put some water on your face or nothing.
Oh,
you sat back down and got back to it.
No.
You had the milk?
There
You had
was
the
a
milk?
moment. There was a moment where your whole, non-violence kind of mantra left you because you looked like your foot went back.
I wasn't gonna
went back
bring
a
that
little
up.
bit, and then you were like, "Whoop, nope."
I wasn't gonna bring it up.
Nope.
You my man.
Treat this person with compassion.
Sometimes you have to kick the weapon away from the person to make sure that if there's a gun or you don't want to keep it there, so you kick it away.
He does train in martial arts, so
Yes, we didn't see that.
Yes.
We didn't see it at that point. Yeah.
I did, and also you shouldn't laugh because you would have had the same problem right now. I had my Achilles had been ruptured, so I couldn't run. That was also my thought.
You couldn't stand up. You couldn't nothing.
If somebody came right now with something, I want to see you try and get up and run.
Brother Mark, we're not trying to make sense of it.
I forgot where I was going.
You clearly, we're not looking for the logical explanation.
at all.
Oh man.
At all.
Oh my God.
I might look a little cooler, yo. I ain't gonna hold you.
I don't know if you would.
might-
It actually might be funnier if it was you.
I'm gonna try to put my cool on. Damn, girl, you just going.
Damn girl is crazy after you get pepper sprayed.
I can see why the pepper spray people updated to bear mace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
For sure. That shit was not effective.
Yeah, that thing.
He ate that shit.
Yeah, he did.
I ain't feel it. When I couldn't see shit. When I came back
Seeing
out,
her face down there on that stage.
I don't remember that, but I know I couldn't see shit. And then I had milk and I do all the things you do.
the milk shit.
Because, being in Palestine, being in Ferguson, I know how to rinse my eyes out. I cleared my eyes out and just took the hoodie off. Then taking the hoodie off got me, I maced myself.
Yeah.
Then I went to make a phone call to call my brother and I forgot there was mace on the phone. So then I maced myself again. So for like an hour and a half, I was just stinging the shit out myself.
Then this guy takes to X. You like Tyler Perry on the low.
Oh, no, he got poetic. He got poetic on him.
Then he takes to X to beautifully lay out not only what happened, but the steps that were taken afterward as he's working with her family, for restorative
justice, ho. What's wrong with that, man?
Marc Lamont, yo, that's like Popeye on the beach with the footprints. Man.
Can I read it? Do you
That's
mind?
what happened.
Please.
I'm fine, everyone. The video of me
Look,
being-
nobody asked if you was cool, nigga.
No, you didn't ask if I was cool. Everybody, I got like 50, because everybody thought it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So everybody was texting me like, yo, what the fuck, are you okay? Minister Farrakhan's ministers hit me up like, yo, do you need FOI down there?
Did your Black Effect group chat hit you?
Yeah, a lot of them
Angela
did.
Ryan them?
A lot of them did, yeah, a lot of them did.
All right, I gotta step it up.
The video,
Idiot, so.
the video of me being pepper sprayed was from January 2024. At the time, the attacker believed that I was part of a conspiracy, along with the CIA, Mumia Abu Jamal, and
Ratted
the
on
president,
Mumia Jamal.
to cover up traumatic events from her childhood. Since then, after refusing to press charges, I have worked with her family and community members to enable a restorative process. Through the process, I have learned that she did indeed suffer significant childhood abuse, as well as serious mental health challenges that continue to this day. Instead of criminal prosecution, I have done my best to make sure that she receives social and mental health support to help her heal as best as possible. You walk the walk. You talk the talk and you walk the walk.
What was done to make sure that she was wrong?
Make sure she was wrong?
Yeah.
Like you deserve.
Like held accountable for being wrong?
About you participating in some type of cover-up. Did we do the due diligence on
She
that?
no longer thinks that you are part of a CIA conspiracy.
Yeah, because she had sent me this email like weeks earlier, asking me to help her with this. She was like, "We never." She basically, I don't know you, but like, can you help me? And when I didn't answer the email, she then said, "Well, if you didn't answer the email,
You down with the program.
that's what she told the police. I figured he was down with it. Once she took her meds, she realized I wasn't part of a conspiracy along with Joe Biden and Mumia Abu Jamal to cover up, what happened to her. It really happened to her. I don't doubt that. I know it happened to her. She was part of an organization in Philadelphia, not one that I was a part of.
This is a rival cult
No.
situation. I see what's going on.
No. I want to be serious just about this part, just because because there's people involved. She was part of the Move organization.
Okay.
And in the last 2 or 3 months, 2 or 3 years, there have been some allegations that some of the children in Move have been abused, and they've come out and talked about it. And when she was trying to she knew that I had written a book and done a podcast with Mumia, who was covering Move before he was incarcerated. So she was like, "Can you help me tell this story?" And when I didn't respond, that triggered her. I didn't know all of this at the time that she's doing this stuff. So I'm like, I was just fucked up by it. I didn't understand what was happening. And so she definitely knows I'm not part of it now. The police, they kept asking me to come down and prosecute. I was like, no. I'm not, I wouldn't show up. And then I finally got a hold of the DA and I said, I will participate in getting her mental health support instead of prosecution, not in addition to prosecution. And that's what we worked on. Her family called me, her parents called to apologize. We worked through it. You know what I mean? What was crazy though is after she pepper sprayed me, we had an event the next month with Joy Ann Reid. She signed up for that one. She RSVP'd for that one.
Oh shit!
You showed up?
Yeah, did she come in?
Oh, I showed up.
Did she?
No.
You showed up deep?
No, I showed up. I had one thing with
Keep that to yourself, brother. You got it.
my scripture.
I know.
But the point, because what you don't know is when that shit happens, you don't know if they're gonna bring somebody else. You don't know if there's
something else.
Or something else. You don't know if you're gonna get shot. Because now I'm looking around.
You're joking, but that shit was scary.
it's scary.
Dramatic.
Oh, bro, that's a big part of why I left Philly too.
Very
Not
scary.
that, but just the idea that I'm too accessible to people who can mean me harm, and I don't know it. Like she could have walked up to me on the street.
Bro.
She was the last question. I actually said, "No, everybody, like let the sister get her question in." Had I not done that, that could have been outside, and it could have been with a knife. Like you just don't.
Yeah, for sure.
You just don't know. So that's why Minister Farrakhan had reached out to me maybe the 2 weeks before that event and had said, "Brother, you have a bookstore, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "And you go there by yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah, I want to be close to the people. Like I don't ever want people to feel like they can't reach out to me, they can't shake my hand, they can't get a hug from a brother, they can't." And he was like, "You can do all that, but like
Get security.
do it with security."
Yeah.
And
It's the same thing Stack Bundles used to say, rest in peace. Yeah.
Right.
And, when you want to be able to reach out and speak to
Yeah,
and
it's
show
a
face
fine line.
and not leave. I'm from here. I want to help. I want to bring awareness. I want to.
It's a fine line.
it's what Malcolm said. It's what Malcolm didn't want people search walking into the Autobahn. You know, like I get it. And I'm not comparing myself to Malcolm. I'm just saying like it's that mentality.
Same mental. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
same
it's the logic of it, man. But that shit. It's I get the humor of it.
Sure.
A year and a half later, in that moment, I thought I could die.
That would be terrifying.
Because she could have had 2 people with her.
Yeah.
I could have been, you know what I mean? I didn't have any security.
Fam, she ain't have to have nobody with her. She went in her hoodie. She ain't take her hand out the hoodie.
Right.
Like that's the shit. You know,
Yeah.
our brain start thinking about like, yo, you ain't take your hand out your hoodie yet. She could have came out her hoodie with a 380
For sure.
some little shit.
Yeah.
It had a straight line shot at
And I couldn't run, especially in them 32 smalls. You know what I mean? Like,
28s. 28s. Yo,
I definitely had on my
dog.
baddie jeans. But and shout out to my brother Will Mega, who was not security. People was like
The tackler?
Yeah, he was in the second row.
That was Zaire.
Oh, I thought he was taken in the second round.
Yo,
No.
that was Zaire cousin. Word.
That was my frat brother, and he happened to be in the second row, and he was like, "Nigga," when she said CIA, because when people start saying, he was like, as soon as she said CIA, I stood up. And he used to be in the
You know what's funny? I watched that video in my barber's chair, and he said the same shit. He said, anytime somebody just start talking about the CIA,
Shit get different.
you better boogie. they on some bullshit.
Yo,
That's
man.
what. As soon as she said CIA, I was like, then I started putting shit together. I was like, oh wait, that's the one that tried to throw a brick through the store last week. The police caught her in the act. She had a brick and was picking it up, and they grabbed her and wrote her a ticket.
Oh, she got 9 lives.
So then when she came back, then I started putting 2 and 2. Then I was like, wait, she said her name. Oh wait,
I'm gonna need you to back up, ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to
Yeah.
stay right there.
If we had been on the same level, I would have walked toward her. Right? That's enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to close the distance with
Gotta
people.
close it down,
Sometimes because if I close the distance, I mean, you got to do 1 or 2 things. You got to run or close the distance.
Right.
And I was like, I couldn't run between my Achilles and
In the chair,
Right.
in the jeans.
In the stage.
right.
The large stage.
My 21 Forever 21 jeans. Yeah, I couldn't do nothing.
Well, we're super glad that you're safe.
Yeah, all joking aside.
Yeah.
I'm
And
glad we're
please be careful out there when you are changing the world.
And she is getting help.
Yeah.
Good.
She's getting help. She's being supported. I don't know if a video of her going around the world
It's
the greatest. Yeah,
It's the best. That's the other reason I didn't want I was a little disappointed.
You can't really see her face.
Unless you know her.
So if you already know her, you know her. But
Yeah.
the world not gonna be like, oh, you're the chick that.
Yeah, that's
did that
true.
to Mark.
I was more worried about her getting bombarded with messages yesterday. Like, I didn't know this shit happened. You know, you just don't know what's going to trigger people. You know what I mean? So I worry about her more than me in that situation because she's been through so much trauma. But she's getting help. And again, like, we got to live this shit. I can't go around telling niggas like, don't call the police. You know what I mean? And then be out here like, help. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta figure out other alternatives if we gonna live this life. What the fuck is y'all niggas laughing at?
Yo, I know, because I could just hear this nigga break.
You know,
I'm not saying a word.
I know.
And I'm listening.
I know you
and
not.
I agree. What?
You don't agree.
Oh, before she even before she
And
had
you would have said lock her up.
Adam Vinatieri over here.
I would have taken a stand on that one. I'd have called off of work that day. I'd have called off of work to see to it that she couldn't harm again. Are you crazy? I'd have sat right in that court. The fuck? Mark is a better man than me, but we established that long ago. Don't agree? Wait, you agree?
What? Stop it. Stop it right fucking now. But I mean, he talks the talk and he walks the walk.
I try.
Yeah.
I try. We ain't none of us perfect, but I had to do that in that moment. Again, I had every instinct every other person had. From the violence to, I hope the police come and lock your ass. I get it. You know what I mean? But if you got alternatives, we should use them. That's all.
Oh, man.
Where would you beautiful people like to go next? Anywhere in the world is fine with me.
Okay, so Kanye West has been bubbling up in this Diddy trial.
That sounds like a pun, but carry on.
Fair enough. The name...
That's your man. See, he's buying you some time.
The other...
Shut up.
This is a clear, I'm buying you a little time to get it together. There's no podcast world where we would be doing this before that.
Yes,
but,
that's true.
You know what I mean? Get it together. Kanye. That nigga's good.
He walks the walk and talks the talk.
For sure.
But no, the idea that there was another, in the Diddy trial, it's come up that there's another rapper who brought their significant other, their wife, to some... Freak-offs. Yeah.
I hate that we have to keep saying that word.
I know. I was trying to find another one, but to some freak-offs.
Black King Knights, isn't that what he started to refer to them as well?
Yeah, Black King Knights.
Yeah.
And we skipped over last week when Shorty was trying to offer him the All-Star package.
I might have missed this. What happened?
Yes.
Because he was mad. Or I don't fucking know. Get your facts from Google. But she was offering him an All-Star package, which was he got to pick 3 of the top guys that he wanted to see bang her, and she would make it happen.
Okay.
I just think it's funny because the All-Star package is popular at Waffle House too. Like them just calling that the All-Star package is diabolical. But whatever.
Get a hookah, 2 bottles of Top Shelf.
Yeah. Listen, this makes sense. I've been trying to figure out who this other rapper was. Why I didn't think it was right there in front of me the whole time. Yeah. Of course it was Kanye.
And they said rap icon.
Allegedly.
Right, because they said rap icon. That was the other thing. The person said on the stand that it was a rap icon.
Yeah.
So that shrinks it. Married
1,000%.
and icon are 2 things that shrink the
And
pool.
also, who's a freak out there?
We know that was Kanye.
It's very much an Occam's razor kind of situation.
I have spoken to
journalism.
4 people who have said that it is that they've confirmed it independently that it is Kanye. I can't say for certain, but all my sources have said that. Teray, who's been covering this pretty consistently, made a video where he didn't say it was Kanye, but he was playing Kanye's music in the background.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, shit.
And his face was flashing up on the video. And Teray has also told me that he's independently confirmed it with 3 sources.
Okay.
So, again, we could be overlapped. So I don't want to say it's 7 now. It could be 3 and a possible.
You guys know a lot of people that were at the freak-offs.
I know people who know people. That's why I say I wasn't, you know what I mean?
So you could have had an invite if you wanted.
The only person I know had been to freak-offs is in this room.
Oh, shit.
Who could have been, I'm saying. You're the only person I know.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
I ain't been in
Oh,
freak-offs.
I didn't know you were talking about Joe.
It's funny you assumed I meant you.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Yo, when he said that's his tick, that's his tail right there. He getting his lips right.
That's your poker tail,
face.
yo. That is hilarious, yo.
Y'all know they wouldn't invite me to the free golf.
Why?
Too disruptive.
Your narcissism would have kicked in. You'd have been like, Puff, get out. This is my shit now.
I'm clumsy.
This is my shit now.
And it's just level to freak shit. There's levels to freak shit. I would have went in, seen that they was at a level above where I'm comfortable operating at.
Maybe a few levels.
Yeah, they're quite a few levels above where, like that.
The cum swapping is a pretty good.
Yeah, the testimony said he was making the dude come on shorty
and then
leave it there, and then he's fucking her.
Why the other niggas come is touching him?
I can't stay.
Yeah, you're doing what with the cum?
I can't.
No, I'm
I
good.
can't.
Yeah,
stay.
I'm cool.
That wasn't worse than the one chick saying that he would come on her. She would have to go on the back and take the cum and rub it on his nipples.
See, that's very different to me.
Oh no, it's not.
Doing it in the privacy of your own chamber. Makes
No.
That don't speak to the. Oh, it sounds like I'm fucking defending this shit. I'm not. But that don't speak to how much cum he made her bring from one room to the other. That sounds very different than
Joe, a gallon or an ounce.
buck.
A gallon or an ounce, it's the same.
It's
when
not
you
the same.
take another man's cum and go like this on your nipples,
It's not the same. It's
I
not the
beg to
same
differ.
as a nigga unloading on you.
Okay.
I just don't think that's the same.
All right.
I'm not mad at anybody that does.
Yo, listen,
it's
not
a temperature thing,
It's not
man.
something I'm willing to
Once
argue.
it cools off a little bit, it's
what?
He's like, as long as it's a
If
middleman.
it's going from room to room,
it cools off a little bit.
You're bugging right now. Yo, another man's cum touching me, period, is
disgusting.
equal across the board.
It's disgusting.
It's whatever you're into, but I do think that it's this. Yeah, I think that's just.
It's a little unsanitary, at least.
That's interesting. That's true.
Stop it. Sex is unsanitary.
Sex is very unsanitary.
Sex is unsanitary.
I don't.
All right, I'm done talking about this shit. 'Cause everything I say sounds like I'm shutting up.
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of this shit. This is the problem with Diddy ain't got nothing to do with whether he wants to come on his nipples or whether
That's
he,
true.
whether
We
he
don't
wants
kink
a UPS to bring it or whatever the fuck he got. It don't matter. That ain't the problem.
DHL.
Fucking sickos.
But the bigger question though is, does it matter or why does it matter if it is Kanye? Does that change anything for us in terms or for
No.
Diddy?
No.
Nothing at all.
I think we've gotten away from. And again,
charges.
I'm not following it as closely as other people are. But everything that I keep hearing is about just the wild shit and the
They're sensationalizing
extreme,
everything.
the extreme nature of what they were doing. Nobody is really talking about the criminality pieces anymore, and so I think that that's a bad thing.
I agree. Because none of that shit is illegal. It might be a little freaky, but that's
it's out of
their
our
shit.
wheelhouse.
you know?
But do your thing,
do what you want with his cum. Like, it's not my business.
I still think if that trial ended today, they got him already.
Oh yeah.
So
I think a lot of
I've
people
seen-
feel like that,
I've
which
seen
is why
two-
they done talking about the criminality part of it.
I've seen two separate things. One was I think Judge Joe Brown
We
went up
start
there.
wrong already.
What Judge Judy had to say.
Judge Joe Brown talked about it, and he said they got him. And then there was another judge that had talked about it, but they gave him
Judge Steve Harvey.
drastically different sentences.
Judge Dredd. Who else would you
Judge
get?
Reinhold said.
Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. No, they gave him drastically different sentences. So somebody was like, "Yo,
Aaron Judge said
he
that.
does 5 years." Somebody was like, "Right now, he would do approximately 5 years." And then somebody else said he would do time served.
I think it, not being funny to add, I'm not piling on a joke. Judge Mathis said something similar. He said if it were a state level thing, he would be fine. Oh,
That's who it was. It wasn't Joe Brown.
It wasn't Joe. All right, because I was like,
Literally
I can't
just
imagine
said
Joe Brown.
Mathis.
Like,
It was
yeah,
Mathis.
I was
It
about to
wasn't
say
Joe Brown,
because
my
Joe
bad.
Brown would say the absolute opposite.
Yeah,
He's a
it was
piece of
Mathis.
human garbage. I was like, I couldn't believe Joe.
All black judges don't look alike, man.
That was Judge Mathis. I got him confused.
Yeah, but yeah, he said it would be like 4 or 5 years of state time.
Same shit.
Stupid.
My bad. Oh shit.
But I think the argument is by the letter of the law, he's already guilty. I think what the prosecution is doing, which I don't have any sympathy for Diddy, so it's hard for me to be outraged, although I still am a little bit, about the process of it is they're saying, all right, he violated the law. He broke the law by the letter of the law, and now we're going to pile on all this freaky shit. And I think some of the freaky shit and the homophobia and all the other stuff might make him get a harder sentence.
More harsher term.
Right, exactly, which may make him either negotiate or do whatever. I think Diddy's guilty based on the law, and I think Diddy should be held accountable.
See, I disagree. I think in a blue state in 2025, in this climate that we're in, to Ish's point, people are going to be like, it sounds like it's just a bunch of freaky shit. I think it's actually doesn't help their case at all. It probably hurts their case to focus on freaky shit because most of the world's going to be like, hey, what's the freaky shit?
And also,
and lose sight of the fact that he was doing potentially some illegal shit.
I'm not sure federal jury is as liberal as you might think.
Yeah?
In a federal case, where they're pulling from, it's not like they're pulling from Manhattan. They're not pulling from Williamsburg and shit.
I guess I don't know how that works.
You know what I mean? You might be pulling from the middle of the state. You know, I don't know.
Albany and shit like that.
And also, you get black people on the jury. Like, black people ain't that liberal about sex. You start saying, and he made me come to the other room.
But do you think that there's a possibility?
It could go either way. It could go, no pun intended, it could go either way.
There is, okay, so how long has this been going on? For like a month now?
Was it May 5th it started?
It's a little over a month.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm sitting there as a juror listening to this, I'm becoming desensitized at this point, listening to just like cum and nipples and, you know, all the shit. I'm just be like, okay, we've established this motherfucker's a freak, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I feel like what you're saying, Parks, is true, that it might hurt them rather than help them.
And
because it's just continuous.
We are still on the prosecution side. Like, we haven't gotten to the defense witnesses yet. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could give more accounts of freaky shit, but I think they're going to start giving more accounts of voluntary actions. Because we're not really talking about a lot of the shit that the witnesses have been saying on the stand have been a little contradictory. So
we'll see.
I don't know.
And I think they're going to close out with more abuse, too. Because I think y'all are right. The freaky shit isn't as universally sort of
Condemned.
Condemned. Yeah. But if you end with the abuse, that also becomes, because again, they want you to see Diddy as a bad person. Because if jury sees you as a bad person, they're going to want to put you in jail. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. But I do want to see the Kanye. I want to see this. My sources last night told me that next week there's going to be some more Kanye stuff coming out on Tuesday and Wednesday in particular. Oh, and I think that's where it's going to get super interesting.
No, that was Kanye.
His attention seeking ass going to address it.
Weren't they both involved in something, a different accusation with the assistant or something like that? If I recall correctly.
I don't know if Puff's name was in that. I don't know.
I think it was, but again, do your Googles. And that was an accusation. Nothing. I don't think anything was proven in that, but.
All right.
We got some bad news that we got to talk about. It's been 2 days, but I think we got to talk about it. Ananda Lewis passed away.
Indeed.
Rest in
Really
peace.
sad. Really,
Yeah, it
really,
is.
really sad.
Really sad. For our generation in particular, she was it. For a lot of us, she was like our first
crush.
First, you know what I mean? She was dope. She was brilliant. She was beautiful. Howard alum. The West Coast girl, went out to Howard. Came to New York and made a name for herself. Teen Summit was the big thing most of us know her for on BET. That was like the place where you learned about issues, and it was like the consciousness of BET, and she was the face of it, man. And she was so dope. And over the last 20 years, she's been a staple. And the thing I love about Ananda, and I got to know her in the last 5 years or so pretty well, is everybody, I ain't never heard a bad story about her. She's another one of the people like everybody loved Ananda. She was always so sweet, so generous. She opened doors for people. Even when she didn't have them open for her, she'd use whatever resource she had to make sure everybody else was good. And when she was fighting with cancer, which is what she ultimately died from, breast cancer, she always stayed optimistic. She stayed hopeful. I admired her as a mother, as a partner, as a human being. And so, shout out to her, sending love to her, condolences to her family, her son, and everybody who loved her, But she was, this is a loss for the culture.
For sure.
For sure.
Very, very well said. Like you said, a lot of our first crush, like, who didn't love Ananda Lewis?
Or
it was sad when that news came out. I guess you put it in the group chat. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was shocked to see that she was 51.
52.
Why?
Or 52.
Because
she has that image of when we first saw her, and she still looked.
She still looked beautiful
didn't
on
look
the
like
way
she
out.
changed at all.
But yeah, I was like, God damn, we is
We
old,
nigga.
We are old now.
yeah.
Yeah, no, rest in peace. Totally a loss for. Shout out to the culture.
All of
And
that
I know
BET
everybody
shit
fuck
was a
up out
long
there.
time ago.
Yeah.
Like everything BET related
MTV.
that we remember, it was
It's
a long
like
time
30
ago.
years ago.
Because the
25
channel
years
has
ago.
drastically changed from what it used to be. So everything that we remember from BET is we were in our 20s.
Yeah.
So
Mel, you do a lot of work around women's health, and of course, Hot and Bothered covers these things. Is there anything we can learn from this?
So Ananda Lewis was very vocal about the fact that she was very hesitant to get mammograms. And so the average age that a woman is supposed to start getting mammograms is 40 years old, and it's an annual screening that you're supposed to get. There are some women, and Ananda was one of them, who are fearful of the amount of radiation, that is involved in the screening process. But the reality of the situation is that when you stand in front of a microwave, you're exposed to radiation. When you put your phone up to your head, you're exposed to radiation. And so by the time she was 47, and also she was of increased risk because I believe that her mom had breast cancer. This is something that I've been told. So she avoided getting them. And when she was about 47 years old, during a self-examination, that's when she started to find lumps. And so then she went to try to, to get a diagnosis, and she found out that she was either in stage 2. I want to say it was stage two. Stage 2, breast cancer is it's a precarious form of cancer. It can really go either way. But most of the medical community feels like this is the point in which you should start doing conventional forms of treatment, whether that's chemotherapy, radiation, et cetera, a combination of the two, whatever the case is. And Ananda did not want to do that. But in addition to that, more importantly, actually, is the fact that she ran into financial issues when it came to treatments, which really is like an indictment on our healthcare, system.
For sure.
But we all know this. But it's really, really sad to see somebody succumb to cancer based on a myriad of different things, but one of those factors being that she didn't feel like she could afford the treatments. The crazy part is if she had done a GoFundMe, she's so loved. So many people would have donated to that, but then there's pride and, not wanting
And part of it was she said she wanted to do homeopathic stuff. She wanted to do natural medicine.
She did.
Even in stage 4.
Yeah, she did. And that's a personal choice. A couple of her girlfriends, Sarah Sidner, who has also been documenting her breast cancer journey, they were talking about it on ABC News, and she read one of her girlfriends, what's her name? Stephanie Elam.
All CNN people, yeah.
Yeah, CNN. So she read her last text that said, my feeling on this, we all go, these bodies are on loan and must be returned. We come in love and choose to leave with love as well. I love you, my wonderful lifelong bestie of besties. And then Elam added, I love my girl, but she was hard-headed. She wanted to do things her way. So my advice is just to, if you have the opportunity to go get screenings, mammograms, especially if you are of increased risk, you got to get them. You have to get them. And also, I understand and appreciate that people want to do things, they may want to do things a little bit holistically, but you can't really challenge conventional methods at that point, especially when you have a young child, especially when you're a single mother and you have primary custody of that kid. Her child is like 4 or 5 years old. At that point, I feel like a lot of your desires or wants don't really kind of belong to you. You have to think about your kid first. That's just my thoughts.
Rest in peace.
No, you don't.
What? What?
I mean, I don't know if I want to go.
I threw the ball up. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, you threw that ball up. She ran to the concession stand to go eat. you threw that. You did throw it in the air. You took 2 sips of tea. This nigga went right to the bathroom. Listen, I don't know that's true. I just don't. I don't know if I'm willing to stand on the ledge.
I'm not. I'm with you though. I agree with you, but I ain't really well.
Let's go.
No,
you gigi, nigga.
I'm going down on my belief system, whatever that is.
Sure.
And I think you have the right
I think
to.
everybody
Obviously.
has the right to go out on their own belief system.
There's a lot of people that also don't like the, also knowing people that have suffered from cancer, like that shit is, the treatment and that shit is
I understand.
no fucking joke.
I watched my mom go through 2 different forms of cancer. She survived one and she died from the next one. I totally understand. And I totally understand that sometimes conventional methods don't fucking work because my mom died because things did not work. What I do know is that because I am of increased risk for colon cancer because that's what my mother died of, I am so diligent about going to get my colonoscopies.
That's good.
I literally have one scheduled in a month because I am diligent about that.
The question is there anything wrong if you don't want to do that?
No, nothing's wrong. I am single with no kids and no husband. So if I die, really, honestly,
And Daisy don't eat no way. Right, I get it.
shut the fuck up.
Daisy's like, the shelter got better food.
Kibbles and bits.
Right, every day.
I literally-
Finally, these stupid raincoats are off of me.
There are
Yo.
Bring me
different
in on Friday. It's gonna happen.
different ideologies with regards to healthcare, specifically cancer. So I've my aunt just passed away. Y'all know. Some people's reports are, yo, the holistic route is the route, and then other people lean on conventional medicine. I think I think people's passion with regards to whatever they subscribe to is their own to have. And as a parent, we definitely want to put our kids first. But to your point, there was no guarantee if she took the conventional route that it would have ended in any different
You're
results.
right. There's
You get what I'm
absolute.
saying?
There's no guarantee.
It also would have been probably brutal parenting through some of those processes. Like that shit it fucks you up.
Yeah.
She was left with rock hard place.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
a breast cancer diagnosis, that shit sucks. And then she had the misfortune of being diagnosed around the time the pandemic started. And so they were really not doing surgeries that were not completely life-threatening at that time. So that might have played another role and factor into,
and you
where
brought up
we've arrived.
finances. Finances might have played a really, really pivotal role.
Yeah.
I do think
Possibly.
I think people should do what they want, and I think people have to live the life they want. And like she said, we all gonna die at some point, right? So it's all about the choices we make. I don't want to say though that it's no guarantee that you'll survive chemo or radiation or whatever. But at an early stage of cancer, your chances, based on all the evidence we have, of surviving are much better. Doing this medical route than taking.
Yeah,
I think it's also okay to do a little bit of both. Like it's okay to do some of the conventional stuff and then
holistic
like
stuff.
eat really healthy
Yes.
and do additional whatever treatments, whether it's through cannabinoids or whatever is better for you.
The first option that she was given was to get a double mastectomy.
Yes.
And I totally
Both your breasts going off.
Yes.
For those that know. Yep.
And I totally get for some women why that would be horrifying.
Why is that?
I mean, because first of all, it's a body part that you've had forever, and also it's kind of it's
Symbolic.
It's symbolic of being a woman.
A mental confidence.
Exactly. And so a lot of women have a lot of difficulty afterwards.
Yeah. That's why they do a lot of double mastectomies with plastic surgeries at
Yes.
the same time.
At the same exact
So
time.
when you come out of
They do.
surgery, you still have breasts.
Couple of my
They do.
homegirls did it.
Yes. Some people don't have that option, but yeah, that was what she was originally, the choice she was presented with, and she chose, I don't want to do that. So.
Again,
You know.
people, make your
You
choices.
got to live with the results.
Yeah, and she did a lot of public speaking afterwards, and she, towards the later part of it, expressed regret that she had the attitude of avoiding mammograms. So she started to encourage women to get their yearly mammograms. So,
The last piece of this, Mel, that I want to ask you about, because you said something that was interesting, was you mentioned the child part of it. Do you feel like our medical choice, our personal medical choices, do you feel like our freedom to exercise those choices change if we are responsible for somebody else?
Listen, people have my head whenever I talk about anything that has to do with children. So I
Go ahead, jam yourself up.
what?
You jam.
I do. I'll answer for you.
Go ahead.
I do.
Why are you speaking for her?
'Cause
you
I'm
can't
trying-
have babies unless you go that other route
What other route is that?
and become trans.
They can have babies.
Oh my
Don't
God.
start
Where
no
are we?
shit. Yo, anyway,
Where did we just go? I'm sorry. Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that when you have other people dependent upon you for survival, I think your choices no longer are just.
Oh, please get it from their state. Get it out the will, nigga. I'm out.
Everybody don't got a will.
Okay, but we don't know people's situations.
I know. I'm just saying that.
I think. I
Wait,
don't think
let me
it's
finish
fair to say-
speaking, yo.
I'm trying to cut you off.
I know.
I don't.
I'm not trying, succeeding.
I don't think it's fair to say that somebody is making a decision without thinking about their kid when we don't know how they've considered their kid in the afterlife.
True. But no,
That's an interesting point.
No, but you are still saying they considered their kid.
Yeah.
There you go. So your
Considered their-
consideration is based on you. I'm saying
Yes.
I think the kid should be considered.
Consider their child in the afterlife. What do you mean by that? Like in terms of like will
If you make
and
proper
money?
planning for your child.
How you
and
plan for your child,
Yes.
and in the event that you're no longer here.
That's interesting. So we all agree our child's life would be better if we were there.
Yes.
I would
So the question then becomes,
Everybody doesn't agree to that.
how about?
I agree.
That's fair.
I agree to that, and everyone here agrees
Well,
to that.
why don't-
That's what I meant. But yeah, you're right.
People that are facing they have to make fatal or non-fatal decisions. Everybody don't come away with my child's life is better if I'm there.
We had this conversation before, and I was totally against Joe in that. And then he kind of won me around to, let's just say you're mentally not well. Some people could adamantly feel like, yo, I'm being a hindrance to my kid.
Dog,
I'm a danger to my
nobody
kid.
watches the news more than me.
Some people
are killing their children.
Yo, this week in
People
the
are
Bronx.
killing their child's mom.
This
New
week
York,
in the
the
Bronx. That
Yep.
shit was crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
like-
I teared up on that shit.
Yeah.
I teared up on that shit.
So no, everybody don't feel like that.
That's true.
Some people feel like, let me get myself the fuck up out of here,
Because
so they
I'm
can
a
live.
danger to
So they can
myself
live.
That's
and
fair.
my family.
But what if you do? What if it's you, me? You know, right?
I'm never leaving my kid.
Right. So you would never make a medical decision that would make it less likely for you to be alive.
I can't say never. I battle with depression. I
Okay.
can't say never to that.
Right.
Depression puts some things on the table that aren't normally on the table.
Right. That's fair. But at your health, I'm trying to get at the ethical questions. I hear what you're saying.
So then we'll take that depression shit out of here.
So I'm
then.
saying at the ethical level,
Of course we would want to be there.
right? Because that's where it gets tricky for people. Because some people are saying, if you have a choice and chemo gives you take Ananda. I don't want to make this about Ananda. If one of us has a medical issue and I don't really want to do this thing, but I kind of have to because I have a kid. Is it wrong for the person to say the opposite? Like, well, I just don't want to do it. I don't want radiation. I don't believe in radiation. I don't like radiation.
I don't think that's wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. Okay.
I don't think that's wrong.
Either.
I think that everybody has the right to decide how they go out, and that's their own individual right.
And I think that
I don't
as
think
long
we're
as you
talking
made
about going out though.
I think as long as you made plans for the future of your offspring or whoever you're leaving behind, I think that's also okay. Now, if you just go willy-nilly and leave everybody hanging, that's super fucked up in my opinion. But if you decide you want to go the natural route and see what comes of it, at least set your children or whoever is dependent on you up.
If possible.
If possible.
If you got it, right.
Yeah.
Most people aren't in a position to do that. But
I'm not talking about financially necessarily. I'm just saying make arrangements for somewhere for them to go.
Caretakers.
Caretaker, my aunt, my best friend is going to take over. Like, seriously though, some sort of arrangement.
I'm not disagreeing. I used to stand on the other side. I think I'm on Joe's side now because we had an argument about this on the pod.
Cracked your muffin.
Nah, we just had two different perspectives, and as he talked, he kind of won me over to that side, like where I kind of agree with that a little bit more. And me personally, I'm not doing that. Like I think even in my day-to-day life, I've modified my life so much to try and think about the future. Like I'm almost 50, dog, and people passing away. So now I'm trying to do certain things to set my daughters up. Like it's different.
Yeah,
sure.
I can't. That little move my son do where he just come drop whatever he doing and just snuggle up under my arm just to feel me and smell me. I can't.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's different, bro.
Yeah. What's up, Mel? You been huffing and puffing and making
No,
face.
because I'm just listening to you say that right now about how much that you love that and that warms your heart and that you want that to continue. That seems to fly in the face of what you're saying about, personal choice. Like, it seems like you're agreeing with me in terms of keeping yourself here for as long as possible for that child. And, we're talking about, her preparation towards the end. This was 5 years. She was diagnosed around the age of 47 and she passed away at 52. A lot went into these 5 years, and some of these choices she expressed regret about towards the end. And, just with the thought in mind that she has a very young child. I'm
speaking to the duality that life offers.
Both things could be.
I'm
true.
telling you that today, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
There was a yesterday where that wasn't the case.
Okay.
And I don't have any idea how tomorrow will play out.
But Joe's talking from right now. I'm physically fit. Right now,
so it's a privileged position he's speaking
right now.
from.
These circumstances could change tomorrow, and that could potentially.
I have my parents. I have my kids. My love life is great. My professional life is great. God is great. Everything is great in my life. There was a time where the opposite is in play, and now you have those feelings attached to that, and you're out of here. Like, that's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
That's a blessing.
So you would be leaving your kid with a village. You'd be leaving your kid with a village. You'd be leaving.
Mel, when you're on that other side of the fence, whoop-dee.
Well,
when you're on that other side of the fence, who cares about that? That's 5th, 6th, and 7th on the list of what takes priority, is what I'm saying.
I get it. I understand. Listen, we can sit here all day and quarterback people's choices, but they are in fact just their choices. And we lost a cultural icon, a beautiful woman, who's and nobody, like you said, Mark, nobody had anything bad to say about her. And it's just it's really sad. So, rest in peace to Ananda Lewis.
Fuck cancer.
And let me reinforce.
Fuck cancer. That's
and let me reinforce that my message is for everyone to stay on top of their health.
Indeed.
In all forms.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, gals, everybody.
Yes.
Whatever's going on.
The screenings.
If you just stay on top of it, on some hypochondriac shit, then hopefully you'll catch some shit early enough to do something about it. And you'll die. You can die being stubborn. I think we can say that.
Or scared. You can die being scared. Because a lot of people not staying on top of their health is fear. Fear-based. In a lot of cases. I'm scared of the doctor. I'm scared of needles.
It ties in with the stubbornness, though.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're not going to the doctor out of your own fear, but you being stubborn.
I told Corey that all the time. Remember when we was arguing about the prostate thing? Corey, I'm not letting nobody do that to me. And I'm like, you could end up dying because you don't want Dr. Schneiderman.
Man, you had a finger in your ass before. Get out.
Exactly. Right, without a copay. Actually, maybe it was.
Oh, man.
I remember that interview with Clark Kent that I saw it all. It will never leave me saying, if I had a choice, I was on my Brooklyn shit, on some no doctor. And then when I'm going through it, man, all I wanted to do was
go back in time and make a different decision.
And go to a doctor and make a different decision.
Yeah, I mean...
my Uncle Bobby, they told, hey, if you don't go to the doctor, you're out of here. He said, fuck y'all, I'm leaving, I'm out.
That's what my Uncle Bobby did too.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
From prostate cancer,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but I mean, Clark Kent is a perfect example of somebody,
Of one side of the coin.
One side of the coin, but he discovered that he had colon cancer in stage 4. Colon cancer, when you discover it in stage 1, stage 2, even stage 3, is a treatable form of cancer. Once it hits stage 4, it's kind of a foregone conclusion, and it's just putting it off. That's just not the attitude that we should have at this particular age, especially if you have loved ones that you want to stick around for. So my last message is really just to, get the screenings that you can get, Get your mammograms every single year.
Get checkups.
Get checkups. Get
Simple
your
as that,
prostate exam after 40. Colonoscopies after 45, unless you're of increased risk.
I still got to go get that done.
The colonoscopy? Let me tell you something.
I got somebody good for you.
No, it's easy.
The drugs are so
She's gentle
great.
too.
Skinny fingers. Yeah.
Yo, dog. No.
I'm joking.
Yeah, it's
A girl? Forget it.
It's easy, bro. You don't even. That shit is like.
You go to sleep.
You go monthly? How many times
You can never be too sure.
How many times you go get it done?
Once every 5 years. Is it? Oh, no, well, not for me.
Yo, rest in peace to Ananda
Yes.
Lewis, Our thoughts and prayers to family, friends, and fans.
Rest in peace to Brian Wilson too, the Beach Boys. They kind of
Yes.
get a rap as being
Yes.
super corny. Myself, I also was like, I'm not listening to no Beach Boys.
I love him.
And then at like 20, I put on Pet Sounds, and I was like,
that's
my bad. He
Yeah.
was fire. Production wise, vocal harmonies, absolutely amazing.
And the father of two of Wilson members of Wilson Phillips, Cardi
Yes.
and Kelly.
This is true. This is true.
Yes.
Absolute
Hey,
legend.
Mark,
Rest
you
in
ain't too
peace.
shabby. Look at you with your little facts. We love Wilson Phillips up here.
Oh
Yeah, we
man,
do.
I fucking love
Yeah.
Wilson Phillips.
Them harmonies were genetic.
Yo,
They went down the line. Yeah, he was a misunderstood artist. He kind of went crazy, quote unquote. Apparently put sand in his whole house and took 20 years to finish an album. He got like super ADHD, I guess, was how we would describe it today. But he was incredible at what he did. And modern music would probably not be the same without his contributions.
facts.
So, rest in peace.
That's probably why they on the beach in this video.
Gotta do it. Can't just mention the goats and not go to. I'm sorry, man.
I'll allow this. I thought you were gonna play God knows what I'd be without you or something, but this'll work.
Listen, man. Mic check, mic check. Corey was in jail when
End of sentence.
when they didn't let him have tablets and radios. So he don't know who Casey Kasem is, Z100, none of that way he
Missed all
may
that
have
shit.
heard Wilson Phillips. Corey was a criminal early on in life and got rehabilitated later. Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. Oh, man. Anyways.
I think it's about that time, Joe.
Mel, you did a good job.
Thank
you
you.
did a good
You did.
job.
I was a little nervous.
You was talking
Hey, Mel. Mel, girl.
Nia.
girl, child,
Girl, child.
dot.
Holy shit.
So it's about that time,
We're
right?
coming back to you in hour 3, though.
Yeah.
In hour 3.
For sure.
hour
We're making
3.
Patreon, yeah.
Yeah, but
We can find the remix somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to turn your sports knowledge into real cash. With millions of members, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. Really easy and simple to play. All you have to do is pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win now up to 2,000 times your cash. So run your game all season long with Prize Picks. All right, Joe and Ish picks of the week. These picks was fucking Ish up earlier, so let's see if how he did. Obi Toppin, more than 4.5 rebounds. These lines, they getting so much money.
That shit a little rough.
Angel Reese for more than 11 points says Ish, not Joe. Halliburton for more than 6.5 field goals made. TJ McConnell for more than 7.5 points. This ain't one of my favorite Ish tickets. This ain't one of my favorite Ish tickets. Hey, heed our advice at your own risk. Listen, if you download the app right this second and use promo code JBP, you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. I repeat for the people in the back. If you download the app right this second and use promo code JBP, you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. So good luck to all participants out there and run your game. We'll get to the Pacers a little later. They've convinced me.
They shocked the world.
They've convinced me. I got the Pacers as a much better team than the Thunder, and they should win it. I'm sick of seeing the Thunder.
I'm a Pacers fan.
Too young. Bright's too light. Pacers too deep. Like I'm sick.
It's the
sick of it,
Pacers' time, man.
Yeah, let them get it. Let them get it. Fuck it. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's cover some music shit. The Grammys have announced 2 new categories. One being Best Album Cover.
I like that.
I like it too. I just don't know how I feel. Well, I love it for the photographers and the designers.
Exactly, yeah.
I don't know how I feel as an artist if I win best album cover and don't even get nominated for the music part of that.
Yeah, I wonder if the artist gets a trophy or if that's just the
Photographer.
the artists themselves.
No, it's the crazy part.
The artist would have to give.
I would
one.
think so, right?
They would have to.
I would think so.
Both artists,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
recording
for sure.
artist and the
artist,
visual
yeah.
artist.
Yeah.
The crazy shit is going to be because it's the Grammys. It covers so many different genres of music.
Oh yeah.
Somebody gonna be tight.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody
Like
tight.
it might be some funny eclectic shit with just a water drop. That should just beat everybody else. Niggas gonna be mad as hell.
Well, right this second, all the talk is about Sabrina Carpenter's album cover. We'll get to that in a second too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear you guys' thoughts on the other category that they added, which is best traditional country album.
I'm a little torn.
They've split it.
I hate it.
They've split the country.
It feels racist a little bit.
Racist
Yeah.
as fuck.
Thank you.
But it also gives an opportunity for someone to win an award that maybe wouldn't have. Because of the inherent racism within country music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Who dictates what's traditional country versus country? It's like saying
Agreed.
traditional hip hop.
They're splitting the country award album into traditional and contemporary. Right. And people really feel like the only reason why this is done is
Beyonce.
because of Beyonce.
And
So
Lil Nas X before.
And Lil Nas,
yeah.
right.
So traditional.
And Shaboozey.
And Shaboozey.
And the
yeah, for
other
sure.
black girl that's fire.
Yeah,
And the dude that you went and saw, wasn't it Kane Brown?
No, but Kane Brown is traditional.
Maybe like
country.
808s and shit in there. I don't know if I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he tough. But no, I just think it's the more black people coming into the genre.
Yeah.
We putting a little spice and a little oomph in it, and they tight. But again, I think that's whack. I think that you got to embrace the evolution of whatever the music is. You can't pigeonhole it.
Yeah.
Because again, that's like saying one of Kanye Dark Twisted Fantasy is not hip hop.
Well, they have segmented hip hop. They have melodic hip hop.
I think all our shit is.
I agree. I think that segmenting up genres like that, we've seen it happen with rock, and rock barely exists as a genre because they segmented it up so much.
Gotcha.
And I think some people aren't even thinking about the race angle, although I think it's racist. Lana Del Rey also has a pop album coming out. I mean, a country album coming out. And they don't want everything to get
lumped
into like country and lose the traditional country sound. What the Recording Academy chief executive said is country music has evolved in a major way over the past decade, with traditional country experiencing a massive resurgence, growing in popularity and volume. Traditional country has a timeless, distinct sound that's inspired generations of musicians throughout the years. It's an important part of the country music story and deserves to be celebrated and recognized with intention. So there's a little part of me that gets that, but there's a big part of it that just feels like it's a Confederate flag.
Wipe out.
Right.
Fuck out of
I
here.
think it's definitely both
What?
because that was very well written.
No, it was the publicist fly
It
shit.
was
that they
very,
wrote
very well
to
written.
justify. Why? That's it, yo. Like,
Although the head of the Grammy boards is not white, I don't think.
Yeah, and I don't think he actually cares about that. I think that's that publicist.
yo,
Yeah, it could be.
They got the white power email, right?
It could be.
that's my
Whoever
view.
the head of the board is, you don't want to lose Nashville.
No.
That is true.
That's a fact. Yeah,
Nashville is very powerful.
And country music makes a shit ton of money.
it does.
Bro.
It does.
It makes a shit ton of money. Like a lot of bread.
Yeah.
Two things can be true. I get it, and it could be racist.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I
Like,
think.
I totally understand it.
And again, there could be some benefits because again, people that would probably get excluded on the fact that they're black or doing something hip hoppy or whatever
They
in
get the
country, they can still get an award in their genre. So it's not all bad, I don't think.
Although the new award, there's a way that the other one gets worded down. Like I got the real country album,
Yeah,
the
for sure.
real country
Yeah.
award. And you got the
Or you not
the DEI one.
traditionally
The
country,
whites was
yeah.
looking at that farm system that the blacks had going in country.
They was like, oh fuck this.
Fuck
There's a lot of young talent.
The G League.
Them gray whites got on Instagram and TikTok, seeing what some of these 15,
Fuck
16-year-old blacks
Yeah.
was doing. They stopped just looking at Mason Ramsey. It's like, oh shit, we gotta have a meeting, y'all.
Right.
I think it's also going to add like some ageism shit too, though. Because I have a feeling that a lot of the traditional country is going to be old people, and a lot of the
Contemporary
will be young people. So
good
that's
point.
kind of a weird thing
That's a
too.
good point.
That's interesting. I'm thinking now, like how I would feel if they did that with reggae. You know, like because like imagine like when dancehall became a craze. If all the roots reggae people were like, "Nah, that ain't reggae. That's something
I'm sure
else."
that did
But
happen.
some of them old head niggas that like some of my workers, they don't like that shit. They look at that shit like some of my older workers that are.
Have you ever hired a citizen?
They think of me racist by mistake.
Right.
I'm telling you.
He don't mean to be.
Right.
No, a lot of my workers, they older people from the Caribbean, like Guyana and Jamaica and shit like that. They look at.
He ain't beating allegations.
No,
Thank
listen.
God you
They
looked
look
out.
at Sean Paul and them like that shit ain't that. They be
Right.
listening to
Gregory
Bernie Spear
Isaacson.
and all of that shit.
Yeah.
Like they don't look at that shit like that's traditional reggae.
You let him keep the Walkman while they working. He's so kind.
You got a record player walking?
You idiot, yo. Nah, them niggas don't look at that shit
what
like
a
that.
boss.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
Hey, enough of that Sean Paul, y'all. Let's get to it.
Right. Get busy. You better get
bullshit.
busy with them walls.
Get busy.
Them niggas they
Oh man,
that's a
it's
good point.
more. Some of my workers.
Some of my workers are from the islands.
Okay, I believe
Idiot,
you,
bro.
I'm repeating what you said. Anyways,
And they're not going to air none of these awards, no way. That's the other funny part.
The traditional country
They put all this shit, maybe.
They'll air that traditional country.
buddy.
Traditional.
They'll
That
air that
traditional country award is.
That's Main Street. That's,
Yes.
that's prime time.
Once the Rate family calls up, sorry, buddy, that's getting aired.
Yeah, that's it.
Indeed.
We'll see. Listen, Grammys, I'm just waiting for y'all to follow suit and add the podcast award.
Word.
I don't care about these awards. I don't care about none of these shits.
Then they gonna water that down too.
Great.
It'll be one.
And then flash the camera to me, Gilly,
Charlemagne. Yo, you're an idiot, my nigga.
Nori, niggas that matter. Fucking Charlemagne. Who else? Rogan will be in there. Theo Vaughn. Schultz might show up. You know what I mean? The podcast award, when they add it, is going to be where the smoke is happening
Shady,
at.
boy.
That's going to be, we're going to bring it back to the Source Awards. We're going to bring it back to...
Yo, you don't
Jersey
want,
got something to say.
You don't want
Yeah.
your co-hosts all in your videos. Dancing.
All in your
Yeah, word.
billboard.
Charlotte.
Did you say all in your billboard?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd put you on the billboard if I thought you could make an impact.
You're so shady. You're so fucking shady. You're such a piece of shit. I love you sometimes. Anywho's.
I love you too, Mel. And I'm talking shit out there for the Mel Hive. I'm kidding. I know how she can make an impact, but that's against the law. You can't.
Pesky HR. Title 9.
Fucking rights.
Title 9, Smidle 9. Oh, shit.
Women's rights.
Okay. I'm sure there's something else going on. Yeah, Marcus idiot. I'm sure there's something else going on in music. What else is going on?
Do we have
in
any
music?
deep analysis of Kendrick doing the fucking Toronto show and the
Getting a
whole crowd?
standing ovation?
Yeah. Asking for an encore, whole crowd in Toronto singing the shit word for word. Damn. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised.
Kendrick's popular.
Right. It's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of people don't internalize that shit like other people.
Yeah, it's true.
Motherfuckers be mad. Like, yo, you like, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
like,
sorry.
everybody ain't looking at that shit like that.
And Drake will do the same thing in LA, right?
I imagine, yeah. Is that the most impactful diss line of all time?
It's one of them. It's up there.
Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
It's up there.
I'm trying to think what's
I don't know
worse.
if any other, like, that shit is, rings out in
Maybe one of them hit 'em up lines.
stadiums.
But no single line that hit him up hits that hard. First
first
bar.
bar,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
That's why I fucked your bitch.
Man, he
you
wasn't
fat
rapping it.
motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like a bar.
I thought Pusha's whole "you are hiding a child" thing was pretty impactful,
That's
but
pretty big.
it's not going to get an audience to respond. The
Not
way
even as close.
Yeah,
not
no,
even nowhere.
yeah,
Not
no,
even
not
in the
at
same
all.
ballpark.
Is anything in Takeover Ether that hard?
Yes. Well, this hard?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like-
what's the name? The opener. Fuck Jersey. That niggas like that shit.
Yeah, but
When it
that ain't a bar.
Other
though.
than
Like,
that-
Yeah, bar though, yeah.
You been in it, smarten up, Nas.
Smarten Up
stuff
Nas,
for a
yeah,
little
it
bit.
did, it did.
4 albums in 10 years, nigga. I could divide. That's one of me. Let's say two. Two of them shits was.
one was other
Nothing
was,
is as sudden and impactful
That's what I'm saying.
as
Right.
Fam,
this.
none of those
Yeah.
lines are gonna have an audience of people. Not an audience. a stadium of people
across the
screaming
world.
that shit. The Grammys, they screamed that shit.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because Hope
Super
got some
Bowl.
crazy lines.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Grammys, they screamed that shit.
This record was #1 for mad long.
Yeah,
So, I
that
mean,
was-
there's no other diss record that's going to go in that category, maybe outside of Back to Back. And I don't know if Back to Back went #1.
I don't think it did.
And
it
if
didn't
it went
stay
number
there.
one,
It
it
didn't
didn't
stay
stay
there
there on
if
the
it
charts
did.
for
Yeah.
half a year.
It wasn't the Macarena and
All
shit.
right,
yeah.
so I'll go with yes. This is the most impactful diss line maybe of all time.
It's a few though in that one song.
Yeah.
Is it now because
That wop 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 wop. Everybody's gonna
that's
say
another one?
Yeah.
Do you now think this is because we had a debate a while back, kind of on camera, off camera? I was saying this was the biggest diss song ever. You said I was a prisoner of the moment. You still feel that way?
No, I didn't say that. I think that
You said that, but
I didn't
Not
say
as
that.
eloquently.
No,
he said it. You better just don't remember. But he said
I
it.
believe that "Hit 'Em Up" is the best.
That's what you said to me. That you said "Hit 'Em Up" is still taking.
Yeah.
You still think that?
Yeah. It depends on what perspective you're looking
It's
from.
hard to argue it.
If you're looking from a commercial perspective, yeah, this song is it. I remember what "Hit 'Em Up" did. I was in my bed and my roommate called me. We wasn't even speaking. He said, "Yo, wake up, yo. You
Hit 'Em
gotta
Up
hear this
definitely
shit." Like, yo, dog.
revolutionized the diss track.
Like,
And the first
that was the first
line.
like
hip hop wasn't
For
where
its
it
time.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
hip hop wasn't where it is today.
He didn't tour
We
it.
didn't have an internet.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't have an internet. You ain't have all of these vehicles that would get that shit out there. My nigga, he's talking about nigga got sickle cell. He was going crazy. Nobody did that back then.
Yeah, no. I mean,
That
it was
nigga
up
took
there.
it
That,
somewhere that
Vaseline.
nobody ever did.
and it was a relative hit. You know what I mean? It wasn't this kind
But
of
it's
hit,
also
but-
lasted the test of time because people will make memes out of the first
sure.
line. You know, like first of all, fuck your bitch, and
Yeah,
the click
like-
you. People use that shit
What
for
was it?
everything.
What was it?
I would
for
actually
real,
like to
just
hear a Melissa Ford rendition, the karaoke version
I
of "Hit 'Em
will.
What
Up."
did she say? First of all,
First of all, you
First and
fucker.
foremost,
Fuck your bitch,
Child.
click you claim.
Style.
and the click you're in,
You're in your group.
you and your friends.
Oh man.
Oh shit! And he's doing it again tonight. And he's doing it again
In
tonight.
Toronto again.
I think so, right? It's in
That's
double
crazy.
headers.
I was shocked. I was shocked. Not. I wasn't shocked, but I paused for a second when I read that he had a 25 police car escort take him there, and immediately after the show, take me back to the airport. I'm flying home.
Smart man.
I'm
Oh, so
going
he's not
home.
there again today?
I'm not.
Oh, it's not a
no,
double
he
header.
no, he is there.
Oh,
But he went home after the first show. He did not stay.
oh well.
I'm not
To
mad
LA?
at. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, he's out here.
I'm not mad
He
at
came to New York.
not
And
mad
when
at
it's time to go, he's gonna
45
get back on the
minutes-
plane.
45 minutes away.
Head
Yeah.
back out. That's superstar shit there, boy.
Yeah.
And not
That's
for nothing.
superstar
and
shit.
not for nothing. That's just a testament too to the power that this boy got in Canada.
Yeah.
That
'Cause
nigga Drake is like the president of Canada, my nigga. So I'm not even gonna take no risks or nobody doing no dumb shit. I'm not having the
I'm ready to hate. I'll throw some hate out there.
concierge nigga or the nigga bringing the food and room service doing some stupid shit. I'm not.
Where do we get that from that Drake is the president of Canada?
It's a joke. I mean,
But it's not a joke.
It's not a joke, but it is a joke. You don't think that Drake has been the biggest artist in Canada history?
But that's different
I think
than
that's very
Yes.
different than being the president of Canada.
that he could push a no, but in terms of
I'm
like
not
him being
saying
able
that
to
he
push a button
can't
on-
make some things happen in that city if he wanted to.
This
Yes.
is what I'm saying. You're right. Yes, you're right. I'm not negating that.
I'm not sure that he would even.
I'm not sure that he
the
would
bigger,
do it.
Yeah, the bigger fear would be someone doing it on their own volition.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying is
Right, that's
That part.
true.
what this concert
He's the second
showed
biggest
you
in Canada.
is there's more to Canada.
Not disagreeing with that,
Yeah.
but they still don't take away the fact that there are stupid little motherfuckers that'll push a button thinking that they doing something for you.
Y'all not gonna be able to smell Kendrick's cologne. Not even in the elevator once you get off. Y'all
possible.
not gonna be able to get near him. I mean, who's shocked by this?
Let me ask you this.
Who's shocked by him announcing 2 back-to-back dates out there? That little idiot dude doing all he can to threaten thing. Who's shocked by how Kendrick is moving?
Nobody.
No, but you just still said he is taking precaution and had a 25 car convoy bringing him back and forth. So he don't share the same sentiment as you. Because if he shared the same sentiment as you, he would have stayed in a Toronto hotel somewhere or a Canada hotel
don't
and
know
not
what you're
high
talking
jetted it out of there. But
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's bigger than Kendrick
I
at
don't
that
know what
point.
you're
Yeah.
talking
that's possible. That's possible.
Nobody is allowing that to happen.
I'm not disagreeing.
He's out of there. You can't get near him.
Cool.
I think he's saying
What
the
I'm
proof,
saying
the
is
proof
this.
of Drake's power is the fact that he's taking it this serious.
The fact that the company did that. Let's say it's not Kendrick's team. Let's say it's not Live Nation. Let's say it's TD. Let's say whoever it is. Somebody is acknowledging that something could potentially happen, so they took a different approach to this particular tour.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
I'm not going to put that on Drake.
No,
Because this is a big broadcast. So
I'm not saying him. We're saying that a fool could think that they standing up for their hometown and do some stupid shit. We see it all the time. Somebody could be like, "Yo, I'm
nobody's
representing."
negating the stuff that you say.
Yeah, but you saying that you think it's
I'm speaking
overstating
to,
it.
No, I don't.
Oh.
You recognize a threat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
speaking to the ability to move a certain way once you do. This is really heard of in touring circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The magnitude of this song and this beef is unheard of.
True.
The shit that they put the country in a fucking.
Niggas got shot by.
I'm about to say people really died with
Yeah.
Pac and Biggie.
Yeah, niggas died by and hit them up.
True.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they put the country on pause.
The magnitude of the
Kendrick
battle, yes.
Lamar,
Magnitude of the beef, no.
Yeah. Battle.
Yeah.
battle.
I
Yeah,
just
that's
want to highlight that this is not normal activity for a tour to fly back home when you have a. I think that's fly. I think that's super fly.
OD fly.
They went and tore up New Ho King,
That place.
the Chinese
They
spot.
really came up.
Stupid. Oh, what?
New Ho King
Shit
might
like
be
a
one of the real
tourist
winners.
attraction. Yeah,
For
like,
sure.
shit like a tourist attraction.
No, ain't no like.
Yeah.
It's a tourist attraction.
Like Game of Thrones.
Are you talking about
Word.
a Chinese restaurant in
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
mentioned
there's
in those songs.
There's video
In the video.
of
Got it.
kids in there just acting a fool. Listen, I'm happy for them, man. And again, recognize that this is over a year later that we have
That
this
shit is
conversation.
word. What a victory lap,
Yeah,
boy.
damn near a year. Damn near a year.
No, over a year.
No, it was like June, May or June.
No, not like us anniversary
Yeah,
passed.
it was like Memorial Day weekend or something like that. Somewhere around
May,
there.
June.
Yeah.
So, but even even to that, did we think that he wasn't gonna sell out them stadiums? The average concert goer is some lily white person that could give a fuck about that shit. I want to see the music. I want to hear the music. I want to see the show.
That stadium was packed. Like that video was filmed from the rafters.
I could believe it.
Yeah.
Insane.
I could believe that. I wouldn't have doubted it.
That shit is impressive.
Listen, shout out to Kendrick, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kendrick, super impressive. He's still on the run. Shout out to Toronto.
Word.
Shout out to the people that had a chance to see what that was like, especially out there. That had to be a moment.
Hey, shout out to Drake, man. I don't want to undersell his participation in the most entertaining beef of all time.
Yeah, that's true. Y'all playing around. Not like us is cool, but there's some other heat out. Hold up. All right, man.
That's the shit that dropped today, right?
Yeah. It's easily the worst song I ever heard.
It's
It's the worst Drake I ever heard in my life.
What was
the
that? Just
worst
a single?
Drake's homeboy I ever heard in my life.
Single EP, 3-pack?
a feature.
I can't.
Yeah, it's bad.
I can't, y'all. I'm sorry.
That's bad.
I'm sorry. When Iceman drops, if it's some shit on there, I'll play this, no, no, and no. I thought it was interesting they canceled that Cosmetic stream, or pushed it back rather.
Yeah, I don't know what the impetus was.
On what?
That. He was supposed to go preview the album, right, or something.
I don't know. They said that something was supposed to premiere.
What was the stream of?
Kaisen and Drake.
Drake. Cosmetic.
Oh,
Oh, it was a video premiere. Got it. Okay.
Who knows? Anyway,
Yeah.
it's pushed back.
Y'all see that Sabrina Carpenter album cover?
I did.
I did
was
did.
about to go
not.
look.
Ooh, it's interesting.
But why is it interesting?
It's provocative.
I mean, it is
provocative.
interesting, but
Get the people
I see
going.
everybody trying to figure out the meaning behind it
She's on her knees getting her hair pulled by a man, right? That's the.
Yeah, she's on her knees
with a ribbon on.
Yeah.
She's got a black bow. I mean, I don't know if that's a part of the deciphering.
Okay.
She's getting her hair pulled by a man.
Right, who you don't see. She's in the kind of what would be seen as like an oral sex kind of position.
A submissive position.
Yeah, she's on her knees. Her head is up to like his pelvis.
And the album name is Man's Best Friend.
Right.
Oh, she's getting into her freaky bag. Okay.
I mean, it's a big jump from Espresso.
Indeed. I guess the pushback is what? The people that. Because I've seen pushback on her tour stuff because she does some racy outfits, stripping her clothes off thing, and parents are taking their kids to these shows and they think that that's inappropriate.
I think that remember Christina
Aguilera.
Yeah.
said basically when she first dropped, you had to do everything that the label wanted you to do. Right? So you got to pull out this, what a girl want. You got to do all of that shit.
That was a good
But-
falsetto too.
Don't shut up, man.
You know, he done did that before.
But when the real you comes out, your next album, once you prove to be successful, they give you a little bit more leeway. This might be the real her.
Well, these are also both these artists that we're talking about came from Child Star, Disney, or Nickelodeon.
So your first couple projects, the labels want you to still do the innocent girl bullshit, and you want to talk about giving blowjob.
This is weird. So I'm on her page, and I'm a extremely passive fan. I like some of her music. I don't rush out to go hear it, buy an album, whatever. So a lot of people are debating in the comments whether or not this was a use of irony and sarcasm, because apparently she has been very vocal about the concept of decentering men, and so this definitely is completely opposite to that type of rhetoric. So
It's dope.
Well, we don't know that because we haven't heard the album.
we don't know
She could very well be doing just that when you hear the music.
Yeah.
And I think
and
that's
then the
dope.
album cover makes a whole bunch of sense. So,
So because she's got people up in fucking arms in her comments, but there's also
why they suck a dick?
I
Why
know.
do people be up in arms about shit? Y'all suck dick.
And
It's not
behind
Trigger warning to anybody that has yet to suck a dick.
it's no trigger.
Y'all love sucking dick.
Dog.
And get their hair pulled a little
And the
bit.
crazy
Yes, that's your bag.
and the crazy shit is people be stone cold freaks behind closed doors and will critique the other freaks in public. That shit is nuts to me. That shit is insane to me, B.
I think part of it is
I don't think that's what's happening here.
No, I don't know. We took it went on a tangent.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But even if it's not what's happening, I think it's dope. It's a conversation piece to go look at my album cover.
Yeah, and I
hopefully
think,
buy my shit to hear what I'm talking about.
I think a lot of
it's
artists
genius.
go through this. You know what I mean? First, I think y'all right. I mean, the Disney thing I think is part of it. People saw her as a Disney person, and even though she's 26 now, it's like,
at what point do you stop looking
This
at me like,
innocent-
prim,
Right.
proper, and innocent?
that's not who I am. And then I think artists want people to be. We want artists to be who we want them to be. Remember when That's the Way Love Goes came out?
Yes.
That video, which is
People lost their fucking shit. Yeah.
nigga, and J Lo was in that joint too.
I know.
Anyway, get thee behind me. I can't sit on this couch, man. This is just a horny ass couch. But people didn't love that, and by the time Janet got to the Velvet Rope, that whole stretch where Janet was embracing her own sexuality, niggas was not happy.
That's true.
Some people didn't like Beyonce does things too sexual at some point. It's like we want people to be what we want them to be sometimes.
And as a parent, you taking your kids to these concerts, I get it.
That's different.
Janet
Yeah.
was riding a nigga on it. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I'm just saying.
Wait, stop. Knock it the fuck off. That's a parent taking their kid at a concert. It's some concerts
Your
your
kid
kid
should
shouldn't
not be
at.
at.
Yeah, but if you go to the concert based on the first three albums,
But if
then
you
in the
go on a
fourth album,
concert based on your
You're
kids,
bad.
True.
That's your bad.
That's true.
Agreed.
because that's what Britney Spears. Like people like this stretch,
Yes.
and then the next album
Same
is this. So I'm bringing you to the concert thinking
Same
about these
thing.
three.
That is true.
And then your fourth album, you riding dick.
Hey, we got some Mel Shade coming.
Go ahead.
It's not shade. Baby hit me one more time. She's dressed up like the naughty schoolgirl. We could see the direction she was about to go in, and it was fuck Nickelodeon, fuck Disney. I'm that bitch, and you about to see it. Like, come on now.
And as a parent, if you're only as a parent, if you're only familiar with the first few projects, right? That's what your daughters are idolizing. And then you go take your daughters and you spend this money, and she coming out Christina Aguilera with Redman in the water on her knees, like you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, concerts is one of the topics where I just don't want to hear none of that parent shit. Send your kids to the Rod Wave concert or some PG-13 shit that's safe.
don't know, Friday.
Disney on Ice.
And let artists be artists.
But the hard part of Sabrina was the part she
That's the
was
part we
PG-13.
saying.
Mark, I comprehend that.
Yeah.
For most artists, there was a time where you could bring your kids to this show. You could bring your kid to the earlier Prince show. You could bring your kid to the earlier Tina Turner show, the earlier Madonna show. Then when Prince got into his erotic phase, maybe you should leave your kid home. When
'Cause his
Madonna
ass is gonna be
does
out.
Justify My Love, maybe it's not time for your fucking kid to
Wearing
come.
cones on her shirt.
Hey.
No, I'm agreeing
There are
with you.
kid-friendly concerts, and they
I feel
ain't.
that.
And also,
Yeah.
Sabrina was leaning heavily into, like, that whole Betty Boop kind kind of thing, that pinup girl.
Yeah.
This is a foregone fucking conclusion that she's trying to shed the innocent look and, kind of spread her wings into becoming a woman and examining what that means to her. And it's going to take different forms and shapes the older that she fucking gets. But
especially
you could see her leaning into it from her performances on award shows.
I mean, right? Dog, there are people out there that have a different type of relationship with their kids. It's porn stars. It's people out there. If you want to do that with your kid, cool. Normal kids, sit your fucking ass home for the show that starts at 9:30, 10. Sorry. Everything ain't got to be kid friendly.
That's
Agreed.
true.
Agreed.
That's true.
Agreed. So, yeah.
Yeah, let Sabrina get in her fucking bag. Fuck you, Corey.
But now, because of this album cover and because of, what people, like the frenzy is causing, I'm actually now very interested to hear what the songs are going to be about.
So I guess it worked.
Mission fucking accomplished.
Yeah. And a lot of them kids whose parents are outraged, they're going to sneak and get the album anyway.
They're absolutely going to.
Maybe even more.
All the parents who are outraged, you got to remember, we were listening to Two Live Crew. We were listening to Adina Howard, and I'm sure that there's like a white version of what I'm saying.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Madonna.
But,
Right.
Madonna. Okay, yeah, sure. Prince. There's a whole, we got to remember that at one point we were a kid, we were sneaking to listen to the shit our parents would not have agreed with us listening to. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's real.
It's just, it's a rite of passage.
I just hate that somewhere along the lines we began to treat music differently than movies. Like the movie will let you know when a kid ain't supposed to be there, and if the kid try to sneak in, the movie gonna do their best to get their little ass out of there without a parent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some artists that just ain't for your kid to show up here.
I think it's more the disappointment. I think you're right about everything you just said.
Take that to the Millennium Tour.
But that be the shit though. Sometimes that be the disappointment. It's like, my kid could go to the Bow Wow show up until this point. My kid could go to the such and such show up to this point, and now they've changed, and now I'm mad. Like, you're right, don't bring them to the show, but like, I think that's why people are outraged. I think they're just mad that they can't do that thing that they could do. I could depend on Sabrina before, I could depend on Britney before. Now I ain't got nothing.
Everything being kid friendly is what ruined part of my experience watching the Yin Yang Twins perform at BET Awards.
That shit was hilarious. Wait till I show you this.
Wait till I show you this.
But then they still said skeet, 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 skeet. I was like, yeah.
Wait till I show you this. And the stupid kids today, they don't know that ain't how the song go. Hey kids, when that song came out, wait till you see my dick. It was pandemonium in the clubs. Now look what y'all made the Yin Yang Twins do. Wait till I show you this.
So you wanted them to say, "Where do you see my dick?" on BET?
I'm an adult. What do you think I wanted them to say?
They could have just blocked out dick.
And bitch, right? Where do you see my dick?
And they had the delay.
That song, I mean,
Yeah.
They had the
With a
delay
little
there.
delay.
That's the song your kids will impeach you with when you talk about their music. They be like, wait, y'all was in the club dancing to the Way You See My
To the
Dick?
sweat drip
Yeah.
down my
And-
balls.
Right.
And past that, that's really just a bad clean. That's a bad clean. There's no such thing as a bad clean
What's
version.
a good clean for that? How do you clean up Where Do You See My Dick? What would you do as an artist?
Shh. Wait till you see my shh.
I like
Or
that.
something.
Or they do like the moans.
Yeah,
like,
sound
wait,
effects.
yeah.
Sound effects.
Okay, so you wouldn't change the bar.
Sound
you
effects
cover
and
it.
You
noises.
can't hit them with the.
Well, I mean, I wasn't,
What are you talking
She
about?
might not have did the voiceover.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
someone could.
got you.
I mean,
What else is there in music? What else is happening in music?
It's a pretty quiet release week. I don't think I caught much of anything.
I want to enter a new line into the worst bar that Hove ever spit.
Okay.
Okay. Not that I was ever doing a segment on that before. Now, I don't know what the worst Hove line is today.
I got a few.
But as an adult, I'm listening to Addicted to the Game the other day. And that beat is just...
Streets keep calling my name.
Yeah, I love that song. And I hear Hove say, in my adult brain now, I guess I'm more like a bitch with a belly, but her ass is tight.
I gotta hear it in
We got
context.
to break this
I
down.
gotta hear it
Wait,
in
what's
context.
the problem?
I get it.
What's the problem? I don't get it.
It's a weird bar for a dude to
For a
spit.
bit, I'm like a bitch with a belly, but her ass is tight.
I need
Maybe
it.
I need context. What happens before? What happens after?
That's what I said.
Okay.
That ain't the greatest bar for a man to be spitting. Right.
So. So.
Well, I need to hear how he spells it.
No. He's not getting
break
this
it down
off.
for us, then, Ish.
You don't get it?
I get it. I just don't think.
It's like a gift and a curse. Like, yo, shorty got a little fupa, but her ass is fat. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
So you like that? That's a horrible lie. That is a horrible
that
lie.
fupa got that good shit up under there.
I'm not saying that the sentiment is wrong. I'm saying a rapper saying that
I'm
is
like a
nuts.
bitch with a belly is crazy.
No, nigga.
Nah, I'm not.
I hear you.
The way you spit it
that
at
might
first
be
was-
one of the worst Jay-Z lines I've ever heard.
It's
Sorry.
not great.
It's not a good line.
It's not. No. It's okay.
He said it fly. But
It's not bad enough for me to come to the show with it, but it's not his best work.
What do you think is the worst? You said you had a couple.
I mean, it's just for me. It'd be the corny lines or shit that don't make sense. Like, what's the joint? Is it already? Where does he say I'm half man, half mammal?
oh yeah, when he was
That's worse. That's 10 times worse than that.
Right. Like you can't say you half man.
And he
half mammal.
sung that.
Right.
And he was singing it.
Is that already home?
Yes.
Yeah. Nah. That
Yes.
that
was
bothers me a lot.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I went back and listened to that Jay Electronica album, and it's not good.
What?
Not good.
What? Written testimony?
That's the one.
You are out of your mind.
That's the one with him and Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Jay-Z went crazy on that
It's Jay
album.
Electronica's album, but yes.
Jay-Z went crazy on that album.
What?
Mark.
Yeah.
Mark.
You could what all
Yeah.
Y'all don't like that?
You could get your pitch
You
higher
could,
and
yeah,
higher.
you
That
could.
album
I'm about to be Mariah.
I think I
About
remember
to be
kind of
Minnie
liking
Riperton.
it at the time, but I went back and was like, yeah,
I listen to it all the time.
Okay.
I love that album.
makes sense.
Jay Electronica.
I love Jay Electronica.
He's among my greats.
I just don't think that album was very
my faves,
good.
I should say. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all fucking me up with that. I'm shocked.
I like Jay Electronica a lot.
That's why I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Like
you know the era where you have to say that is over. Y'all don't have to say it.
I do. I like
Y'all might be stuck in whatever year that was happening, and y'all don't have to qualify that.
I'm gonna
way.
say Jay Electronica is on my list of artists.
You like him for other reasons, because Cold Nation shit. like
No,
that
it's because
shit.
there's almost no Jay Electronica verse that I think is whack.
Well, there aren't a lot of those.
Let me ask
There
you.
aren't a lot of Jay Electronica verses.
I think he
so.
can rap.
Y'all niggas would just, I don't hate him. Why would you hate him? He don't rap.
No, I think he can rap.
He can definitely rap.
No,
He can
I,
rap.
I said he don't rap.
He means-
I said he don't rap. I didn't say he can't rap.
No.
Got it.
Do you think he held his own on that album?
Yes.
I hated the production. It's really my main thing.
And a lot of it was him.
Respectfully.
No, I think I would have liked some of the sonically, some stuff I didn't like,
Yeah.
even the way it was mixed a little bit.
Yeah.
But I thought he rapped his ass off. I mean, I wouldn't do an album with Hov for my debut album. Hov held his own, but no, I thought Jay more than I thought there's some verses where he got the best of them.
Well, we'll have to take your word for it, because
I heard that.
no one heard it.
I heard it. And Mark.
Nobody heard
It
it.
was nominated for a Grammy.
bugged.
A lot of people
What
heard
does that
it.
mean?
The island, the only nigga that listened to it.
That doesn't mean that a lot
At least
of people
5
heard
people
it.
listened to it.
You
Okay.
You way more than what?
No, it was a great album, and he got more work coming. I know for a fact. Actually, just talk to me. I know for a fact.
I know, I'm sure, buddy. I know.
I'll be excited to hear some new Jay Electronica. That album
Yeah.
just was not it for me.
I'll be excited to hear some new Cardi. I'd be excited if a new Big L verse dropped. Like,
Wow.
what are y'all talking about?
That's a big difference.
No, it's not.
We got a new Slick Rick album today.
Well, hold up. I want
we
to have
don't.
my fair one.
Album?
Album.
Yeah, bitch. You better run.
There's a new Slick Rick album. It's part of the Mass Appeal rollout thing, which a Big L album is coming on that. I'm curious to see what that's going to be. It sounded really dope. There's a couple records that are a little housey, which I didn't love. And it's really short. It's only like 27 minutes long.
Oh, head.
Yeah. It's pretty dope. It's nice to hear Slick Rick in
And I'd rather
2025.
Storytelling still?
Yeah. There's a record for you on there, actually. It's called Landlord.
Oh shit.
Nas is on here.
Yeah, Nas is on there.
Yeah.
Q-Tip did a beat, I think, on there. Yeah. It's dope, though.
Oh, I'm gonna listen.
It's just going to like Landlord. That might be your sleeper.
I'm going to listen to the song.
You rapping about putting people out?
Kind of. He's rapping about the trials and tribulations of being a landlord.
That's funny. It's not my bag to put the people out either.
I know.
Asshole.
I know.
I think you
Take it.
They can pay the rent hike.
Taking niggas to straw. Fuck out of here. Which I cut off after 20, 25 minutes. I cut that shit off.
Oh shit.
30 maybe.
All right, we got J-Elect, Slick Rick. What else?
Zero to damage.
Total time capsule going on right now. Let's do it. Who else?
The nice and smooth drop.
You down the funky Homo sapien, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
Redheaded kingpin drop.
Souls of mischief ass nigga. That's funny, son.
Intelligent hoodlums got one coming.
This nigga said redhead kingpin.
Oh,
yo.
my
That's
Lord.
funny. That nigga rap.
There was a Deluxe Wayne album that I'm not pressing play on.
Can't be no worse.
Yes, it could.
It could.
It could be more
Mad
songs from that
elephants.
session.
I was hoping there was some remixes of because some of those songs would be better just with better production.
Well, Nikki hopped on Welcome to NO.
She
That's
did.
true. That's true.
And
I didn't hear it yet, so I
heard
can't,
it.
I can't talk
busy.
about it.
She got busy.
She got busy. She took a,
She sounded great.
She took a couple shots.
I ain't listening to no rap shit. I don't care.
Did any R&B drop?
Huh?
Any R&B drop?
Chris Brown dropped
Yeah,
a single.
actually.
I'm gonna play it as a sleeper.
Okay.
Nothing else that really.
Amaria dropped some, just songs. Songs dropped. Fucking Kaylani dropped some.
Kaylani dropped.
I'll probably play that.
That was that was my number 2.
What? Yeah, nobody asked you for your number 2.
Nobody asked you what you was playing, nigga.
Your number 2. When do somebody announce?
Because I thought you would have played the Chris,
number 2 sleeper.
I thought you would have played the Chris Brown song on the segment,
You
so I had
can't
the Kaylani.
pinpoint nothing I'm about to ever do.
Good.
I'm not predictable in that manner.
Okay,
You don't
cool.
know what song I'm getting to, nigga.
Okay.
Jay a fucking Leck.
Sabrina Claudio dropped last week. I didn't notice that.
Album?
Is she still racist?
I forgave her.
Oh, okay.
Listen, y'all still been letting Doja Cat rock. I'm letting Sabrina Claudio rock.
Same.
If it's fire, it's fire.
Yeah, can't help it. Fuck it.
I hate that fucking morals have made their way into music.
Why?
I do hate it though. Like, why do we know who's a racist?
Good question.
Why do
Social media.
Why do we know?
That's because they outed themselves. What do you mean?
This is
Everybody didn't out themselves.
this is a long. Yeah, well, tweets. They kind of.
If you write a tweet, if you
Yeah.
write a post on your Instagram, if you write some shit for the world to see it, you gave it to the world.
Do somebody want to tell me where's Sweetie at?
That's a good question. She must have got wifed up or something.
That's misogynistic. Damn.
Well, I'm just saying that when people disappear for a long time,
It's not
male or
amazing.
female,
Sweetie, Ice Spice. It's a few people. Where the fuck they went?
their whole little subgenre is a little light.
I won't say nothing about Mariah the Scientist having one of my favorite songs out right now
shit is
and
fire.
talking about it nowhere during the
That shit is
BET
fire.
Awards and why that could have happened. No comment.
Huh.
But it's funny. I don't know why. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I know that song is fire enough for her to have done a couple interviews.
What's the song called?
I don't know, but it's fire. It's a
Yeah,
dope
Burning
song.
Blue, Burning
it's
Blue.
dope.
Okay.
I played that song. That
It's
song
dope.
is fire. All the girlies are playing this shit. This shit is fire. But Young Thug kept dragging her around everywhere out there with a mask. The things that hip hop is allowing. Let me see.
That was a funky
Hold
little
on.
mask.
Oh my God. That nigga said, you are not going to do no interview over here. Holy shit. You get the point.
Yeah, that's hard.
You get the point.
That sounds great.
That song is fire. Mariah the Scientist, I hope you allowed to do an interview at some point.
Gotta be careful.
Who else was looking funny at the BET Awards on my second viewing? Fucking they tearing Erica Mena ass up for rolling up on Bow Wow like that.
What'd she say?
She just popped up on him while he was like doing a interview.
While he was working.
Yeah.
He was working. She popped up on him, said surprise and are you proud of me? But she was real happy and giddy. But the internet was frying up because of some abuse shit that I ain't touching. What? I ain't touching it. Anytime somebody abuse somebody out there, they want me to go. No. No. Sorry. What else happened funny? Moneybagg Yo is going viral because his picture at the BET Awards.
What do you do?
He looks like he's had quite a bit of Botox.
No, he got a lot of shit done.
Yeah.
He looks like he got a lot done. And I guess people are just now noticing. It wasn't the most The picture didn't favor him the best.
Oh, okay. Could have been bad lighting, you know.
No, he got a lot of shit done.
No, it's definitely not bad lighting.
He got it done. Whatever they saying he got done, he went and got it done. Niggas is so secretive about the shit. Nigga, we got eyes. We remember when you came out, and we're looking at you now.
How would you guys? What do you think the response would be if somebody came out and said, "Yeah, you know, I got a little bit of Botox here, and I got my eyes pulled up
Absolutely
here."
nothing. You would get clowned for a week.
No, it depends on.
Nigga, Funk Flex recorded himself putting cups and lipo sticks in his ass. We clowned him for a week, and everybody went on with their life.
It depends on your image, though. Some of these people's images are of this.
What? I can't kill you if I got my body done? Make this make sense for me. What can't I do if I got my body done?
Like, I'm a thug, nigga. Da, 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 da. You getting your eyebrows twerked.
The
or your,
thug niggas is the ones that's getting their body done.
I don't know that. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you.
So that's why a nigga would want to keep it secretive.
Why?
Is vanity seen as like a feminine trait?
Yeah.
No, but you.
It shouldn't be, but
I don't know what
it
he got done or allegedly got done. But if a man went out and started getting his
he doesn't get the height, right?
cheekbones and all that shit changed,
Well, isn't that vanity?
It takes away from some of your thuggism.
How? How?
You can't be like a vain
You
thug.
can't bust your gun if you got your cheekbones lifted.
I feel like that would be beneficial
Bro.
if you
Yeah.
bust your, you know, like get your shit. That wasn't me, that was somebody
Your
else. Look at
mugshot
me.
will be T. You know what I'm saying?
or that.
Crazy, yo.
Yeah, it's hard to be a thug with like
Joe, yeah.
that kind of van, unless you're a pimp. That's like that's the one space where you're supposed to be vain. You get your hair done, you get your nails right. You know what I mean? But you can't do that as like a regular like gangster nigga. You can't walk.
come
around
on,
doing
Look
that
at all
shit.
the things you
I
guys
just don't
can't do.
understand.
That's the
And
problem.
the
don't
idea
understand.
of masculinity.
That's it.
Get some getting your lips injected.
Yeah.
Bust your ass.
Lipo.
I can't believe you on this side of this.
Why?
Cause your ass is laser.
I'm not. One.
Gooch.
All right, so
Bikini line.
let's be clear with
That
few
was
things.
medical.
No, not just that. One, I'm not.
Wait, he said not just that. Was it medical?
No, I'm not a thug. That's number one. I don't portray myself to be that.
To me, you've always been.
All right. Anyway, number two,
My whole image of you changed.
if somebody got their ass done, it's not getting their face or some nigga. You got hair removed from your body. That's not getting some fucking lipo lip shit.
I will agree with
zip-
this, with
What are you
Ish on
talking
this,
about?
is that we're not seeing his ass.
What are you talking about?
We're not
Same
seeing his
neighborhood.
ass. There's a difference.
It's not even remotely close. You getting hair removed off your body.
Your ass.
Your ass.
Yeah.
So
That's generally not.
a
if you shave your balls, nigga, what's the difference?
That's not your
Again,
ass.
it's all about sort of what we think men do, and men don't usually
Well, there's a
Shave
reason
their ass.
why
shave their
you
ass. Like
kind
that,
of.
that goes against tradition. I'm not saying it's wrong with it. I'm just saying
Manscape
we fight, man.
I'm sorry.
I think one, y'all niggas don't know the niggas that's shaving their ass. Hopefully y'all don't know the niggas that's shaving their asses. And I think niggas is out here male-scaping and grooming themselves way more than we talk about.
manscaping is different.
Then your ass.
Says who?
Us, we're
Men.
telling you.
You're wrong, but it's okay.
I'm not saying it should be wrong. I'm just saying niggas do make a distinction.
It's your ass, nigga. I don't care.
Yo, man, when
Do
you're not
what you
getting your
want.
ass, you getting your balls, you getting all of that shit done at the same time. It's just not. We made jokes about it, about the ass, because it's funny, but that's what
Oh,
comes
you got
into
the
that.
you got the bundle.
You got the all-star
You got the daddy makeover.
The All-Star package for sure.
You got the all-star
All-star
package.
package.
Sometimes
You
you
got the
can't go all
All-Star
natural.
package.
Sometimes you gotta get
Fuck you
some
talking
medical
about?
intervention.
That's true. What you thinking, Mel?
Go ahead, Mel.
I just have a question.
For
So
us or Ish?
for all of you.
Oh.
So when you manscape the front, why are you doing that? What's your personal reasons for it? I have an idea, but I don't have a dick and balls.
So the woman that you're with or male, if you're, you know, it's Pride Month,
easier access.
they don't want that, all that.
Trust me, I know we don't. So we appreciate manscaping. So
you
I,
ain't fucking like that. Shut up. Anyway.
you're right, I am. But anyways, yeah. So that's the point in making it easy access
Sure.
And hygiene.
and hygiene. Got
It's
it.
hygiene.
Okay, so
If my ass is in the mix, then maybe I want to cater to it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
all right,
raised-
I feel them. All right.
okay,
If your
got
ass
it.
is in
Right,
the mix of
right,
the shit
right.
that you're doing, then
Right, you need-
treat it treat it right.
So you supposed to have been the first nigga in line.
I don't do none of that.
Oh, okay.
I don't do none of that. The shit that you do.
You don't know what I do. First of all,
I know.
Whoa.
that's
Here we
number
go.
one.
I know there's no action in
that part of
life
the show.
that made me say to myself, you know what would make this go smoother?
We got rid of
So I mean, all I can do is assume what you do.
God, you.
It's okay.
You got it.
Yo, I don't kink shame.
I know. You couldn't possibly. But anyway, it's all right, my nigga.
Would you do anything else?
Nah, I'm not a fan.
Is there anything else to do? Once you take it there.
I'm not.
Now, you might take it further. Like, would you get...
Nothing.
Nothing? No, would you do any other plastic surgery? Not just on your ass, but anywhere.
No Botox?
None of that.
Really?
I think growing old is a part of life.
What about hair
would you do
plugs?
hair stuff or anything like that?
It depends on. I would try the holistic route first.
They could have taken the hair from your ass that you lasered away so recklessly.
Patch that thing up.
And then I'm looking at his legs, hairy as hell. Like, how does that work when you hit the spin move?
Yo, what? What the fuck is the spin?
Are we back on CNN?
I don't know what's happening right now.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Now, what is
I'm
this?
sorry. I'm sorry. I hit something.
I thought that was the breaking news noise.
Right, it was.
So,
You lucky flipping.
sorry.
That's all I got for you.
Okay, hairy legs. Continue. Yeah.
I'm just saying, when he hit the spin move, it looked like a whole different person.
What's the spin move? Some shit you be doing?
Act like you don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's
But
like, man, all right, you got it, big dog.
anyway,
You got it.
no,
man.
that's not.
Not your thing.
Yeah, I ain't.
Was there any procedures that you would do, Mark?
I would definitely do a hair procedure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. If I, like, at some point I'm going to need it.
Okay.
Sooner than later. And I'm all for it. I have no shame about that.
Yeah.
I would do calf implants.
I was about to ask, would anybody do the calf
I
implants?
would absolutely do calf implants.
That's perfect for you.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't let me.
Like, wait, you want to get taller or you want to beefy your
I would
calves?
beef your
No,
calves.
the white
He
boys
wants
be
to,
doing
he
the
wants
calf
to get away
implants.
smoothly.
The calf is going to be an issue with your gene tightness. You're just gonna
They've gotten
shrink
bigger
it.
since I've been on the show. Look. See?
Paul. Yo, dog. What's the purpose behind? Because white boys do that. I never heard no black person saying that. Like the white
You
boys.
trying
in
to say our
Wait,
calves are
what?
trash?
No, the white boys in Miami
He's
and LA.
trolling me.
Dog.
He's trolling me.
That's the thing for the white boys.
Along with
Right. Because niggas the ones getting their ass clean shaven.
I've never heard of a black person saying that they want to get their calves done. Never. That's some white boy shit in like Miami and the spots where they be.
Bodybuilding and shit
Yeah,
like that.
yes.
Usually if their calves are
what
deficient.
also is
Yeah.
Miami shit for the surfboard white boys with the thongs.
Because the Versace house had lots of that shit.
I wouldn't know.
The Versace
I wouldn't
house.
know nothing about that.
But
Fuck you talking.
that's what makes it weird. You did that without the
Joe,
invite to
I'm
the
hairy and down there is for hygienic purposes, my nigga. I
Your
don't know
ass,
what.
though? What's the hygienic about
You
you?
don't
Don't
got
wanna
hair
get
in
that
your ass?
Doo-doo caught up in there.
I'm about to say, what is happening on your ass cheeks that
Nigga,
you
you
need to
sweat
get?
in the summertime, you be mad.
I'm not hairy, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not
okay,
hairy.
well.
nigga. When the last time you sweat? You don't do nothing active. When do you sweat?
The Jamaicans do your lifting.
Now you sweat all
Winston!
the
Trevor!
Yo, are you stupid, yo? What's wrong with you, yo?
Anywho, what would I do? I would do something. I can't think of what it is, but I would do something.
Yeah, I have no shame about it. Would it be something super vain, like a muscle or an enlargement, or would it be like something more like
Cosmetic.
like what would it be something function? You know what I mean? Actually, let me ask you.
An
Mel.
enlargement is cosmetic.
Yeah.
It's
And vain.
it might be functional though, depending on, like, for example, not talking about you, but just sexually, some people get penile enlargements, not because part of it is cosmetic, but part of it is a functionality to it. Like you please your partner more.
If I had-
Whereas my calves would just be because I want to be able to wear shorts.
Yeah, if I had a teeny meat, I'd do it. I would. I think that's part of, like Mel talked about, breast implants.
Sure.
A lot of women
Same thing.
feel more feminine with that. If I had a little meat, I'd be in the line, my nigga.
So you holding?
Sign me up.
You holding?
I'm cool.
Is it packing?
I'm
It
cool.
said, I got big meat and a clean ass. I'm ready for summer.
Shit.
His meat wasn't big enough to make him say, you know what, I don't need to be clean back here.
What that got to do with your meat
Nigga wanted
size?
to keep making improvements.
What that got to do with your meat?
Oh my
Because if your dick is big enough, you don't need to do that shit. It's all right, dog.
Joe,
Yo,
I'm
hey,
49.
everybody
It's your
got-
world.
I'm
It's
49,
your
my
world.
nigga. It's
Everybody
cool.
got an all-star package.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Stick to the rivers and the lakes. You know what I mean? 49. Well, your dick shrink when you turn 49? Why you keep saying
No,
that?
I'm telling you, nigga, that my dick has been sufficient for 49 years.
Sufficient.
Sufficient. You heard him?
Sufficient.
That's the word.
Sufficient.
That's
If a
what
woman
lets
said
you,
to me, it's sufficient.
yeah, you're not holding, my boy. hey,
She told me it was sufficient.
hey, big dog. Yo, you're not holding, my boy. I hate to break it to you.
You got it. Okay.
Sufficient Sammy over here.
You got it.
Maybe it's sufficient.
I ain't gonna say that.
Anyway, Parks, would you do anything?
No, I'm confident in myself. I'm good. Maybe I guess a calf would be okay, but it's no. I'm cool.
That's it.
I would do the laser.
I mean,
route.
you did Invisalign. See, that's the thing. Sometimes, like, we normalize certain cosmetic
That's
things.
true. That's true. Yeah,
know what I'm
I guess I already am. I'm thinking about LASIK too. I might do LASIK.
Oh, that's interesting. That's another functional one.
But that's
Yeah,
health.
yeah. Yeah, I put the wrong contacts in last pod, and I went home with a headache, and I was miserable all day. And I was like, when I got home, I looked, I was like, oh, I had the wrong shit
They're
in
that
the
far-
whole
they're
day.
that
They're
far
not even
apart.
that far apart, but it's enough. It'll make your day bad.
Would y'all do the fake muscles? Like I've seen rappers have like the fake abs, the fake biceps, fake pecs.
Nah, I'm packing too much for that. Fuck it. I'm mad sufficient. Nigga, you know how sufficient I am? I don't need no fake muscles. Sufficient. Who the fuck he was fucking?
Joe.
I know what that means.
I'm getting out the way. I'm getting, go ahead.
He said y'all Eskimo twins, and you were referred to as insufficient.
I would be really
That's what
tight
you said,
if
right?
after the act someone said that was sufficient.
Right.
Sufficient is crazy.
That nigga was sufficient.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Melissa Ford, anything
Yeah.
for you?
I don't know right now. I might, maybe in 5 years, feel like I want to get Botox or something, but then I'm just like, what if I really hate it and what I had was better? So that's why I always err on the side of caution, just say
But it's
fuck
temporary, right?
If it worked right.
it. Filler, chicks be looking fucking crazy.
They be looking crazy.
on
But
that
I'm saying,
filler.
but
Botox is different
it's
than
temporary,
filler.
right? It'll go away or something.
No, filler.
They
You,
got to keep coming back.
filler, you got to get that shit removed out of your face.
The facelift should be looking crazy. Yeah.
Depending on it's the expensive one. Brad Pitt got a facelift. His shit is fucking gorgeous. Demi Moore's facelift is fucking dope. Kris Jenner just got something done. I don't really know what's happening there because they do so much alteration to
I've
all
seen a
their
couple-
videos and shit like that.
There's a couple actresses in our community. They shit. They look incredulous all the time
In
now.
all
He's like,
communities. Some of the shit that people be saying is fly, it ain't fly to me.
yeah, it's too much, and you can't undo it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to get lipo too. That's the other thing. I would definitely if I couldn't burn a stomach at some point, I would definitely.
You do that before Ozempic?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be right.
Really?
The doctor.
Ozempic might make that nigga disappear. He might go into like some portal somewhere.
Black Mirror.
Yeah. Dark matter.
I read an article somewhere that one of the side effects of Ozempic that's been happening in the male community is it's making people's shit bigger.
Oh, really?
You mean their dick?
Correct.
Got it.
We get a little more dick out of the action.
Thank God I'm sufficient.
Yo, when you come in here 40 pounds
Thank
lighter
God
next
I'm
month,
sufficient,
I'm gonna know he
man.
did some bullshit.
I feel like they should put that in the advertising.
But I
though.
mean,
Oh, they sell that shit off the shelf.
What?
is their dick really getting bigger, or are they just their bodies getting smaller?
getting
So now
smaller.
they can actually.
And
It's like trimming
can
the
see it.
trees so you
No,
can
no, no.
trim the
Yeah.
bushes so the
Right.
tree looks
it's,
bigger.
it's scientific that when men lose stomach, they get their meat back. I'm dead.
Oh, so that shit is just turtling up in there?
You can Google
What scientist is this?
That ain't even something you research when you're sufficient.
How do I get
Why
my
you
meat?
even know all of this shit, nigga? God damn.
And you did lose mad weight just now.
I'm gonna spare you. You got it, my nigga.
Don't
I'm
spare
gonna spare you.
me.
You
Don't
got
spare me.
it. You got it.
Hey, somebody tell me my dick ain't sufficient. I'm gonna just go shave them hairs that's right there. That was my answer to the male question earlier. Why nigga shave? Hey, you know what I mean? So the projection.
Trim the bushes to make the tree look
The
bigger.
dick pics look better.
Yeah, don't play. Oh shit. Yo, some of the all right, we at the part of the pod where I'm just about to start rambling shit that's on my mind. Some of
Make
these
sure I take notes.
Some of these medical commercials out there are fooling me with their new style with the background music.
Oh yeah.
They taking black hits
And putting new
and with new white
guitar beat on
voices, and it's hypnoptizing.
Give me the song.
Nigga, I'm in the crib cleaning up. They talking about some real love.
Oh yeah.
I'm searching for some. Nigga, I
lying.
looked up. It was
So white people walking on the water.
Yeah.
Psoriasis medicine or some shit.
yes. No, that's what they doing. And they took C.T. Pennington, Keep on Walking, Crystal Waters. They taking black classics and putting them on these medical commercials.
They
That's why
sure
you
the
got
fuck
on your
are.
masters.
Be careful. Be careful out there. That's it.
Niggas will repurpose your shit and sell it to Pfizer.
Nah, that's fucking crazy.
Did you see that company Hypnosis that was buying all them catalogs? Sony bought the shit back.
No.
It's crazy. I don't know why I just thought of that. I guess in the licensing conversation. So all that shit, people sold their shit for however many millions of dollars, and then shit ends up right back with Sony anyway.
Right.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Are we going to talk about Air India and the Survivor?
Yeah.
Soul Survivor.
Seat 11A. Expect price hikes.
Word.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
only if it's by like a door, because that's where there was an emergency door right there at 11A.
No, you just talking about
No. It'll just be price hikes for 11A. It ain't got to be by a door.
Yeah, people are superstitious enough to
11 is already a lucky number.
Okay.
Yeah.
that. Nah, I thought the price hike would come with that the emergency exit door.
Let's get the homeboy.
We call it ghetto first class, but that's how he survived. He survived because he was by the emergency exit door. So when shit went awry, he jumped out the plane.
Wait,
Yeah.
he didn't stop to assist the other passengers?
None of us are going to do that.
Oh, I don't even pretend I am.
Well, I mean, assisting.
Well, you got to pretend.
You gotta
they'll
tell you when they
move
ask.
He opened the door.
I just kind of look away when they ask that
Oh,
question because
okay.
I don't.
You gotta,
Oh, no, they'll
they
Oh, I
will
know you're
make
supposed to
you
nod. I'd be like-
affirm. No, they'll say
No, but
you have
yeah,
to say
you
yes.
have to say it.
You have to verbally say yes. You
Oh,
cannot.
I've
do
been
like
skating
this.
by, but I also haven't been down there in a long time.
I lie and say, of course I will help them first.
Wow.
First after me.
Well,
I think some shit is just an obvious lie.
It is helping if I open the door.
That's the point. That's
And
what.
get out of their way.
Not if I'm in 12B, like help.
Hey, yo, y'all, it's far down there. Fuck, what?
Right.
I'll let you know if I make it.
Right.
Crazy.
Well, that's what the help was. You know, he opened the door. It's just nobody followed him.
Nobody was able to.
Because they were jammed up between 12B and 13F.
Child.
Their
Terrible.
foot was in 16A.
Child.
No, thoughts and prayers to everybody that lost their family members and their
No,
loved
that's
ones.
tough.
My homeboy's brother was on the plane.
Who?
Sheesh.
The
Dude, the
survivor.
survivor, yeah.
Oh, God.
His brother was on the plane.
Thoughts and prayers for sure for everybody who lost their life. Over 200 people.
There's been so much plane shit in this last 365.
Make me not want to travel.
Word.
I think that's their plan, is to scare everybody out of travel.
And
for some
to
reason.
stay on.
If this was episode of 24, that's what would be happening.
Fam, the crazy part was they showed the plane. Dog, it was in the air for 30 seconds. It didn't even reach,
Full altitude,
super high altitudes. It came right back down, and everybody still lost their lives. That's imagine.
If I'm the survivor dude and I'm in that type of horrifying experience and jump off and survive, don't crowd me. Like I saw the video.
I think it was human reaction to crowd him.
Get off me. My man had his arm around him, walking him. People was filming. Yo, dog, don't touch me.
They said he called his dad, told his dad that the plane crashed. Like, and your brother was on that plane. You know what I'm saying? So
That's incredible.
I think it's just human nature to surround him. Like, yo, you're the only person to get off the plane.
For sure.
You good? You know that?
Yeah.
And the fact that he walked
Yeah, he was walking.
after that just happened.
That adrenaline to how you walking. Fuck around, could move a car, but again, thoughts and prayers is crazy. 200 and it was a
30.
the big joints.
There's 240
Freight
people,
line shits.
minus him, 239.
When you survive a crash like that, does that make you...
Survivor's guilt.
No, I don't care about that. I wouldn't have none of that. Would that make you extra cautious, or would that make you feel like you could do whatever you want, like you playing with house money now?
I don't know if I would take flights anymore.
See, that's what I wondered. Like, or would you go the other extreme, like I'm good?
Become a pilot.
Yeah, like you getting a plane crash once in a lifetime. The odds are so infinitesimal that you're getting two that you
Right.
might be like, fuck it, I'll just...
That's true. Yeah, got it out the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
but if you survive the first one and get caught by a second one, you're a dodo.
yeah, you look like a dickhead. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even about to play that game. I survived one, I'm biking it. City bike it is. Yeah.
Nah.
Sorry, buddy.
You might start feeling invincible.
Yeah, I would be walking
You
around
might
on
start
God
feeling
mode.
invincible.
That would be me. I'd be on God mode everywhere. Like after playing, I'd
Walk
be
around like I was extra sufficient.
Sufficiency at his fucking.
Yo, I'd be super sufficient.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Talk about quick thinking. Like only he thought to jump.
And the bravery to be like, fuck it, I'm jumping. Like, that ain't necessarily promised to do you the best.
You're
Yeah,
right.
I'd be
Listen,
scared.
every time I picture something happening and me having to bust a move, I get caught at the door.
Jumping out of the airplane as it's going down is fucking crazy.
I don't know if it hit or if he jumped when it was midair, but I know he got out that bitch in a timely fashion.
I wouldn't be able to open that door. I don't even listen when the lady telling you how to open that door.
He said, I don't even know how to open the
I
door.
ain't gonna-
I be at my headphones on.
Yeah, I be listen.
She be saying important shit up
Yeah.
here.
And I know you travel a lot, but every plane is made differently, and so please listen to.
I be like, yo, is it Wi-Fi?
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Samantha, you got it. You got it. Word up, nigga.
Hey, when they start serving the food? Oh, pardon me, just trying to tell you how to save your life in the event that something goes wrong.
You worried about some fucking Zinfandel. I'm trying to save your life.
Right.
I'm good.
Let's see what else is going on here. Let's see, speed and Ashton race. I don't fucking care about them niggas racing.
Joe, you got something on the board, and I wonder what you thought about it. You said Mount Rushmore of power trip jobs.
Mount Rushmore of power trip jobs.
Police.
I saw this as I was running
George
around.
Washington.
Please.
I saw this as I was just perusing the net. Thought it was an interesting talk. I wanted to ask you guys' opinions. TSA is on that list.
DMV is on that list.
No,
Bouncer at the club.
The bouncer
The
at the
club.
club. The
That's
club
the club
bouncer is like
bouncer.
Abe
He's doing
Lincoln.
those- yes.
He's like Abe Lincoln, yo.
Yeah.
IRS agent.
Them niggas.
If you're getting
they-
audited.
They ignorant, but the club nigga got it. The club nigga and the police.
Yeah.
Police
See,
officer.
police ain't on it. To me, you make the Rushmore. It has to be a gap between how cocky you should be and how cocky you are.
I
My
agree.
nigga-
That's why I don't count
okay.
My
police
nigga,
either.
To me, it's like the person at Chipotle that be
Fam.
Yes.
managing the fucking
Dog.
The Glock.
Chicken.
Yeah, that extra
You riding up the
Yeah.
street and the cops is just kicking it and they double park and you can't get by and they be like, so, yo, word, so that's some bullshit Reggie Miller was doing. You like, yo, my
That's
nigga,
true.
fuck is you doing? People gotta go home.
Yo,
They
don't
just
you
be
know we
kicking
got
it.
pulled over yesterday?
Who?
So, my driver,
Really?
who has never been pulled over while he
He
works for
drives
me,
12 miles an hour, nigga.
I was
What-
gonna
and
say.
he only got one speeding ticket in his whole fucking life. But anyway, we got pulled over. I forgot how I feel almost.
Was it inspection?
No, he was speeding. He was doing 37 and a 25 in Inglewood. Trying to make
He was doing
my,
black and the white.
Trying to make my barber appointment.
Word, that's what
And
he
it was
doing.
a black officer that pulled us over. I'm in the back with my window raised. So took longer than I expected for him to find his paperwork. So we was there for a second.
You rolled the window down and said,
No, I did not.
I'm about to say, he didn't just say that, Joe Budden, with me?
Pump,
I didn't roll the window down. I don't do that.
Shit, with the police?
I don't do that. Well, anymore anyway.
So keep going.
When I was unlicensed, I started singing pump.
He's like, 10 minutes. I just need 10 minutes, officer.
Anyway, he kept us there for about 15 minutes, and then he came back to the car and he said, here, and so was shitting bricks, because you know him. He's scared to death of a speeding ticket. And he gave him a warning. Here, this is a written warning. Black guy. Saw another black guy. And when he did that, I said, man, I rolled the window down. I said,
you.
thank you so much, man. And he said, and I just shook his hand. And I'm like, yo, that unsaid black shit,
Man, fuck that.
You don't
If
know.
I was your driver, I'd have been like, nigga, if you did that 10 minutes ago, I wouldn't have had this goddamn warning.
I don't know what's so tall. I would have rolled over that. I'm driving like Joe Budden.
I don't think my driver knows I'm famous, really.
Joe, shut up.
I'm dead ass.
It's not possible.
I don't think.
It's
well,
not possible.
He don't keep that in mind as he drives.
He don't. I met him, by the way. Nice guy. I met him a few
Amazing
days ago.
guy. He's a great
Sweetheart.
guy. Yeah.
Super. Yeah.
Amazing guy.
He's too earnest. Like he follows the rules and all that shit. That's
He's a
I be
good
seeing him in the hood.
African man.
Dog, I be seeing him in the hood. Be like, so, hey, buddy. Like, yo, just a nice guy. But I'd have rolled that window down to keep my 4 points, 2 points. Yo, look.
Anyway, shout out to the black cop at Inglewood that pulled us over. That was salute.
fine.
Good looking out. Good looking
Fine.
out. I interrupted our story. What was you talking about?
Mount Rushmore of
power
entitled
trip
jobs.
jobs. Yeah.
Bodyguard. I mean, bouncers at the club. TSA.
fast food team leaders, supervisors. Those be the motherfuckers.
I'm with you.
No,
Yeah, I'm
the
with you.
motherfucker checking your shit. That's why I don't go to Walmart now. But when you're outside,
Oh, the guy at the door?
You like your fam.
Oh, the guy at the door, the receipt checker.
Costco.
That's a good one.
I cursed him out in Costco one time.
Why?
Down.
They don't have a right to do that.
That's against the law for them to really
To check your receipt?
mandate to check your receipts.
You can't make me do that. For
Can't
what?
make you do that.
Can't make me do that.
Cannot make you
To
do that.
see if you might have stolen something?
That is against, from what I heard, it's against the law. They cannot
Oh,
do that.
okay. I'm learning something
But
new.
I cursed the people out of Costco one time, this lady. Because, she was all in my shit like,
Yeah.
ma'am, you don't know what P1268 ZYX mean on the receipt.
Right. You tell them it's
White
lotion
people
for my
came,
ass.
cart full of shit. She just let them mosey out, and I lost it. I lost it. Like, why you ain't do that shit on their account? Why you ain't
So
fucking...
even you go through things like that?
My nigga, you a couple shades darker than me, my nigga. Like, you ain't the most...
They treat you like that at
You ain't the
Costco?
most motherfucking Afrocentric. But nah, I lost it. Straight lost it.
I don't even stop for them no more.
At Costco's, I think that you got to, I think.
You don't.
It's membership. It's a membership. It's a membership.
What do they do if you keep going?
They could take your membership.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're
You know
saying
what I'm
like, got you.
Walmart is a public place. Like, I don't got to succumb to that. But if you're a member of this particular...
They can take your membership. They still can't legally keep you there, but they can have
So, but now I lost it.
Y'all playing around at them fucking white places. The nigga at Best Buy tackle you down to the ground.
They will.
You try to get by him, he gonna pull out a
Lawsuit.
nightstick.
Yep.
Lawsuit.
Because Best Buy, niggas going in there still stealing DVDs. Putting them niggas cold out of business. He had a lot of pressure on him.
You can look like that bitch ass
Yo.
nigga. What, nigga?
That nigga be watching us steal CDs.
Nigga stupid.
Then it's like a game at the exit.
Nigga like The Wire.
'Cause Best Buy got the double sliding door. I'll exit to the entrance, nigga.
Stupid, yo. No, them
Oh,
niggas.
shit.
The security nigga at the club has the least reason to be who he is.
Right.
The very least reason to be who he is.
Right. And that'd be and that's the other person. The salesperson at a really, really high end exclusive store.
Oh yeah,
Bruh.
for
They,
sure.
Like you can't buy nothing in here yourself, but you treating me like shit.
Bruh, I just read an article about
Follow
Snoop.
me around. Yep.
They said
About who?
Snoop. Said Snoop bought some high-end car dealership. So he goes in there on some incognito shit. The manager told this nigga like 3 or 4 times, I don't think we have anything in here for you.
And at this point, Snoop owned it?
Yes. He's the new owner. Again, I don't know how true it is. He's the new owner. He's sitting there waiting for the. He's waiting for the region. Look, he's waiting for the regional manager to come
Let's check our Googles.
to introduce him,
He don't give a fuck neither. He keep going.
Googles.
bro.
Your voice is too strong to keep.
My nigga, you'll be like, yo, I don't care about the facts. Check your Googles. Tell your story, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, but there are facts out there for them to find.
Okay.
You will blatantly say, yo, I don't know if this shit happened.
No,
He is right. He is right.
You text Snoop?
Nah, bitch.
yo, so they said
Car dealership manager kicks out Snoop Dogg.
she ain't kick him out, but she was real rude to the nigga. Like, yo, I don't think we have anything for you here. I think you would be better served if you went up the street. I could give you sending them to some cheaper dealerships. And the nigga was in there for mad long, waiting on the regional manager to come to introduce him as the new owner. And the lady was mad rude for mad long. And then they said Snoop talked to the whole staff, and he was staring at the lady like, yo, we gonna treat everybody the same. Like, this visual thing that y'all doing is not applicable. And to Mark's point, motherfuckers been Neiman Marcus be talking to you like you broke. Motherfucker, you in here can't buy this shit.
In Neiman Marcus?
No, they make some money in Neiman Marcus. But to Mark's point, and depending on if you part-time or not. No, I got some Neiman Marcus peoples. I don't want no problems. And your girl told me to tell you hi again.
And Neiman?
No, it's this older white lady that loves Joe. She sells you cologne. See, you think I'm trying to be funny?
Portia?
Her name is not Portia.
Oh.
The same lady, because I talked to her. She quit Bloomingdale's.
Yo, how do you know everybody in every fucking
You talking
store?
about Portia?
She quit Bloomingdale's.
I think you're talking about Portia. She's not there no more. I miss her. I text her.
She working at Neiman's.
Yeah, this nigga's amazing.
She work.
Everyone in Jersey.
Literally, I call him anytime, be like, yo, I need to. He don't just be like, go to the store. He be like, go to the store, make a right, ask for this guy with a green hat on. His name is.
I know what he got on.
Yo, but talk to her nice. She just went through some shit with her kids. I be like, what the fuck? You did this shit 2 weeks ago.
Nigga stupid, yo.
Nigga, you ain't just did it 2 weeks ago. Food supply.
Yo, you're welcome, my nigga. I'm just trying
Thank you.
Just trying to help my brother, man.
We moved on from the Snoop segment. No,
It's a question. It's a
no
questionable.
need to continue the research.
Sorry, I was just interested.
No, we moved on.
All right.
We need you for this next segment.
I'm here.
Ciao.
Ciao.
What is our next segment?
That's stupid, yo.
Yo, Joseph, did Mark change his number? I was hitting him and getting green. Nigga, who the fuck are you?
But thank you for fielding some of these calls for me, man.
Oh shit.
That's hilarious.
You virtual assistant. Yo, you don't got the nigga number saved?
No.
Oh man, that is hilarious. You try to scroll up to see the context.
He's like, who the fuck is this?
See, you too famous. That's hilarious.
It must be Pete. Yeah, I think this is Pete.
Who's Pete? You know Pete?
I don't know.
Why you don't got Pete saved?
Who the fuck is Pete?
Okay. Simmer down.
Anyway.
I don't question you about the contents of your phone, though I would
You
love
do.
to.
You do.
Though I would love
It's
to.
cool though. You do.
I would
It's all right,
absolutely
though.
love to.
It's all right. You just did that the other day, but it's cool. How quickly we
That
forget.
person is still
Yeah, what?
still asking for you to visit.
Oh, gotcha.
It's don't give a fuck that
Nigga's
we be recording. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
What else is important? I don't have too much. Antonio Brown supposedly wanted for attempted murder for that shit that happened outside of that wrestling match or whatever he was
No,
doing
they
with
tried to
Adrian
rob him.
Ross.
They tried to rob him.
So the story is,
Gotcha.
or was reported. I don't know what happened and what didn't happen, and I'm not going to just take media. I don't know what happened.
Right. Yeah.
I know he got in a scuffle. First report was they were trying to rob him, and he let something loose. Apparently, he went in. He said he didn't get arrested. They let him right out after he told his side of the story. But I'm getting that all from tweets. I don't know the facts of this.
Sure.
It's hard to follow the facts of anything Antonio Brown related.
Or
Right.
just an immediate period.
That's true too.
So, according to the Washington Post, police in Miami-Dade County are actively seeking Brown in connection to a mace shooting incident in a celebrity boxing match. A judge signed off on the arrest warrant Wednesday, officially charging Brown with attempted murder with a firearm. The alleged incident took place just after midnight on May 16th in Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood. Brown was reportedly detained at the time, but was released a few hours later. Per the warrant, Brown must post a $10,000 bond and will be required to serve house arrest if taken into custody.
That's it. That's how they handle attempted out there.
Yeah, nigga. It's
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
House arrest
It's Florida.
and a drug program.
Put you on
Stay
timeout
in the
for a
house,
little
nigga.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little time out.
the hell outta
Stand your
here.
ground. If you can prove that them niggas tried to rob you, stand your ground. They let him go. You not shooting a gun in New York or New Jersey and going home.
You're not possessing a gun.
Yeah, word. You can have that shit. You not going home.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. If you're licensed out here,
That's true. Yeah.
New
That's
Jersey.
true. It's just so hard to be licensed. You're right. You're 100%
New
right.
Jersey- be
New
licensed.
Jersey
Yeah.
just came out with the.
that's where they catch you
conceal
at.
shit.
Yeah.
For having something that's not licensed.
Yeah.
But
Right.
if you are licensed, you
You
get
fine.
rights that regular people don't get.
That's true.
But
I'm trying my best to get
I don't
one.
think you could carry in New York.
You can't.
You can't. There's
Unless
a
you
lot
like
of stipulations.
secure, right?
Yeah.
It's a very small number.
Like carry on your person.
It's a very hard stipulations. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like
Because Jersey is getting a little more lenient.
they're fighting for it now, and I'm hoping because I want to be able to carry in this state.
Jersey getting lenient.
You got the girl's address, right?
I don't think you can open carry though.
Yeah, they got spin back on that bitch.
I told you I was riding up the street. That nigga
Oh,
looked
Oh
like
yeah, I forgot. You're working with the family restorative
That nigga-
justice.
that nigga.
Yes, restorative
I
That
forgot.
justice.
nigga thought I had
forgot.
some mace. I rolled up on that nigga the other day. That nigga. I was
You
like,
keep telling that
Yeah.
story. It wasn't going the way you wanted it to.
I didn't want it. I was saying what's up to my man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying? I rolled up on that nigga. That nigga looked like
All I do is hit pop the trunk.
it would have been too late.
No, it wouldn't have.
I was on you, but anyway, it's all right. fam.
Maybe with the Mexicans you had. That's about the only
I was
reason.
by myself.
Nigga, you was by yourself.
I swear on everything, I was by myself.
I swear on everything you was. Think about it. Just,
I was
don't
by
think you
myself,
Think
man.
about it, nigga. Think of who was in the car with you.
Nobody was in the car with me.
Oh, they was the short Mexicans.
I was by myself.
You wasn't. Think about
You're
it.
bugging.
I'll tell you after the thing. It was a dude, but it was you was not.
All right.
Anyway,
You forgot you had a
I
whole
was
person
by myself.
in the
It's
car.
just getting
he don't
old.
consider his workers as people. That's part of the problem. Mr. Ish. It was Mexican. Mr. Ish.
I don't even have a Mexican worker
Soy un
on my
hombre.
payroll right now. Mark is lying, man.
Okay.
This nigga's crazy.
He said, I ain't nobody in my car. It's
Mr.
just-
Ish. This guy's a fool, son. Oh, man.
I got a question for y'all that don't have anything to do with anything at all.
Sure.
It's the best.
Should we as a people stop going to airports as if we just rolled out of bed?
Yes.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yo, dog, it's a level of...
Decorum.
I knew this very unserious topic would cause division.
No, listen. I think we as
I'd
people
love to hear both sides.
should go outside presentable wherever you're going. Like presentable. You don't have to be dripped in lace. I just think you should look decent, like wherever you're going. I think when you go into fucking Target or Walmart or something and people be having that wild shit on, I think that shit is crazy, my nigga. Cause you can put on some t-shirt and some jeans.
There's definitely a way.
5 a.m. flight, how you feel? The same?
Same.
You know you're going on a 5 a.m. flight, so the night before, sit your sweatpants outside.
Yeah, you can still have a respectable
What we
set of
talking about?
Yeah.
What's non-respectable? Maybe we got
Man, I
different.
seen motherfuckers with the head wraps. I mean, not the head wraps. The
Pajamas, bunny slippers.
no, the
bonnets.
Bonnets, my nigga. I seen people get
What's
on the
wrong with
plane.
bonnet at the airport?
That's what I'm saying.
I think, for me, nobody else. I just think that's
Ghetto.
it. Like my mother used to tell me,
What you think, Wig James?
Fucking asshole.
Wick James.
Wig
James, absolutely crazy.
Wig James! Mel,
I fucking hate you.
let me just tell you,
What?
your wig decisions are starting to get me in trouble. So, are you doing this shit like on purpose?
Yes.
Like my mentions is like, yo, dog, yo, nigga. You just gonna let her keep doing that
and yo,
shit?
they be mad because I'm like, I don't notice that. Like,
I'm working.
me
yo, my
neither.
nigga,
Listen,
you
me-
one of the most in tune
Let me tell you
niggas to
something.
femininity and girl shit and shoes. How you don't know that's
Yeah,
a
I
bad
don't look
wig?
at Mel like
I be
that
like,
neither.
fam, I don't know that.
Listen, keep the pressure on his fucking comments. I'm trying to get a raise, okay? So just okay.
Yo, dog, I promise you, I don't be knowing.
Wait, a good wig is related to a raise?
That's why they're on you about it.
No.
I don't pay you, Mel,
You
and they
reading
on
this
me.
wrong, Mel.
I don't pay you, and they on me.
Okay.
Yo, dog, that's your fault. I'll be like, yo, dog, I don't know that.
I normally don't notice. The
Me
last
too.
episode I noticed.
Okay, well.
But in general,
I said
What
that.
was going on
There's
last
nothing wrong with you,
episode? No, that shit.
Except last
How
episode.
did
Because I
we
ain't
get
see it till
here?
I got home.
How did we get here?
Because
Why are we talking
We're
about
here,
this right
but
now?
I'm surprised by your airport take with some of your wig selections.
As a matter of fact,
No, dead ass. Because she's saying she agree with this.
as a matter of
She's
fact,
saying if she feel like that about the airport, then bitch, how do we feel about our
7 million
job?
people.
How do we feel about coming to work?
It's 200 people at the airport tops. 7 million people here.
there's more.
Oh, gang. Hello? That's bad.
Okay. Early enough flight, I'm
Go
not
ahead.
putting a wig on. How about that one? Bandana and ball cap. Shut up, Corey. You don't even have a fucking mic.
Yeah, Corey should go home. Yo. Nah, Mel was talking. I said, you should go to the airport a certain way. I'm like, nah, hold up for a second now.
He said bonnets. I was basically talking about a tie.
That's racist.
Yeah.
That's racist, too.
He would.
How?
Yeah.
He never heard none of this shit. These are all pretty hot topics before. The bonnet thing for black women.
White women wear bonnets, nigga.
All right. I'm out here. I'm out here.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about tacky, period.
Paul, pour me some water.
Motherfuckers
please.
be coming on the airport looking crazy.
Crazy. I'm never gonna get dressed up for the flight. And
I like wearing sweats. Me personally, I like wearing sweats.
That's why I do sweats. I'll find my oldest, dirtiest sneakers. Them joints right there. As a matter of fact, literally. And for me, part of it is the more dressed down you are, the more people are
incognito.
Yeah, people get like that's part. Nah, that nigga wouldn't wear that. Part of it is that, and part of it is I just don't want to.
No, I
don't care what people think.
Dog, I like putting my hoodie on my head when I'm sleeping on the airplane.
For sure.
So I try to wear hoodie at all
But you
times.
wearing a fresh, new, clean, fancy looking hoodie.
No, you wearing it. That's the issue.
Bro, I could go in there with a Nike sweatsuit on. I could go in there with a Nike sweatsuit on.
That was a shot.
I got it.
It was not a shot.
It was a shot.
It was not a shot.
I could go in there with whatever on.
It was a shot.
I don't be
I feel you.
on that type of time. I just think that I think whenever you leave outside your door, you're supposed to be at least presentable. Again, you don't gotta have fucking Armani on. You could just be presentable.
I think we all agree presentable. I think the question is what constitutes
It's presentable for
When
us.
you show up in like, pajamas and fucking bunny slippers and shit like that, you're not in bed.
I'm not mad at people to do that though.
Yeah, like it's not a thing to me.
Here's the thing: is you can literally take those bunny slippers, put them in your bag, and when you get on the plane, knock yourself out.
That's not true. Your bunny slippers take up way too much room.
Jones
in
like
shit.
yeah.
Seriously.
They squishable.
Yeah, but they're fluffy. It's like put a
they
pillow
do.
in your.
Yeah,
Your
they
bunny
take up
slippers
space.
take up a lot of room.
But what's your issue with somebody who wants to come in with the bunny slippers in the airport?
It's not necessarily.
And maybe
an
that's
issue.
extreme.
Yeah.
The pajama pants.
Yeah.
Right.
We're just talking about etiquette and being presentable.
Yes.
And there's a way to be really super comfortable by wearing sweats rather than looking like you are about to crawl into bed. And especially if it's like a 10 a.m. flight, like it's kind of ridiculous. Like this is a part of the day in which you would normally be clothed.
Does your opinion change for a red eye? Same.
No, not really. It's the same.
No.
It's the same. I just took a red eye back from LA to here and I made sure that I had very comfortable, loose fitting clothes on so that I could recline into my bed.
Yeah, I think it's a wide. Again, you don't gotta be fly. You could have a white T-shirt on and some basketball shorts, bro, and some sneakers, and be on an
If
airplane.
I'm on a red eye from New York to LA or vice versa, I'm definitely not mad at some plaid pajama pants that somebody has on.
Facts.
I wouldn't do it because I'm wearing sweats no matter what. I'm wearing sweats for the
too.
day. I'm wearing sweats for night, sleep, not sleep.
See, I'm not even talking, because pajama pants, that's a loose interpretation as well. I'm talking about you can look neat, my nigga, with pajama pants on. You can have on some sneakers, pajama pants with a hoodie, and look neat.
And Uggs put out 20 million kicks that you could wear to the airport
You get
now
what I'm saying?
and not look like
Dog,
it's
you can have
bedtime.
on a hoodie with pajama pants and sneakers or Uggs or flip-flops and be neat. I'm talking about the people that come to the airport looking, bro. I see people with plastic bags, they shit falling out the bag, damn, like it gets excessive.
Yeah, I'm him.
It gets
I'm the
egregious.
nigga you'd be talking about.
Yeah, it gets egregious. I think
Why
that's
are
crazy.
you at the airport with a plastic bag?
Because sometimes I'm doing a lot. Like for example, I'm flying to Houston next week
And you have
for Juneteenth.
And you have a garbage bag with you?
No, I'm saying I'm flying in and out the same day, right?
It's a duffel bag?
Sometimes I bring the duffel, but sometimes it's like
I know you got a nice duffel.
I have a decent duffel. I have a
Or
decent
like a
duffel.
little, carry
I
on?
have a decent duffel. But sometimes like I'm not traveling with a
I
duffel.
know, yeah, I know.
Because I got my book bag, and I can't have two things that I don't feel like
Yes, you
going
can.
to.
Yes, you can.
Carry on in a personal item.
Yep.
You can sometimes, but it depends on what flight, what airline, and sometimes I don't want it. I don't want to have it.
On Spirit.
Checked.
Check.
Yeah,
That's the word. I don't want to have to
be on
check. Yeah, and
Spirit.
sometimes I'm on Spirit because I'm with the people. So
Mark, stop it. Yo. All right, you got it.
no, if it's the same,
You got it. No, that's true.
Okay,
That's
Mark.
you be with the people.
Mark Garvey. Yeah,
No,
Mark Garvey.
I ain't doing Spirit unless I have to.
Restorative justice.
I feel like I would rather do Spirit than have to spend the night there. Sometimes if I want to get back home, it's more like that. And so sometimes I'm in a situation where I'm like I'm gonna just bring this and I want to change. I'm just bringing the bag from the store I shopped at to the airport. So now I got a suit stuffed into a bag, or I got my sweatpants stuffed into a Barnes and Noble bag, and I'm that nigga, and it's tearing through the bag, and somehow I'm carrying it through like this, and I look crazy. You know what I mean? And I'm wrinkled, and I might have Chipotle sauce on my top of my t-shirt, and I don't give a fuck.
Corey told me the other day when Corey looked at my car.
Your car is homeless.
You still got the pink car?
I never had a pink car in my life.
The hot red, cherry red
the
car.
Barbie John.
It was a rental, as you well know.
Is that car going?
It was a rental, you asshole.
But are you still in it?
And it's not. Anyway, Corey looked
With
at my
the
car.
buggy
You know,
eyes.
because I don't litter. So if I'm drinking, I throw the water.
So you literally
He litters in the back
I
seat.
litter my car, and then I clean my car out at a point. Corey said, "Yo, dog, you don't gotta live like this. Like, yo, you don't have to live like this. I'm gonna pass that to you, my brother. You walking through the airport looking like Mr. You don't gotta live like that, fam.
I'm comfortable.
See, that's funny. I expect Ish Car to look like that.
You said you did it or not?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, You would
I
not.
would expect his car to look
I
like
would
that.
not
I wouldn't,
because he's so neat and together in every other area. When you asked me to get them bottles out your car that day, and the first thing you said was, "Don't say shit about my car." So I was never gonna say it on air because I don't do. You know what I mean?
okay.
But when I opened the door, I was like, "Are you and potentially other member of the cast like living it out this motherfucker?"
Oh shit.
I put a lot of smut on niggas that are not on time.
That's interesting.
I put a lot of smut on people.
I think the thing.
that's interesting.
I think all of those things tie in.
If you didn't have time to be on time here, then it's safe to assume there's other areas you didn't have time.
A lot of
for.
disorder.
I would agree with
like cleaning a car.
No, I agree with
Right.
that.
Oh, that's interesting.
I agree with that.
You know, somebody comes to like detail the cars like here while
I
we're.
get my
He got
car
a fleet
detailed.
again.
Don't
Winston.
you know Flip called me the
I get my
other
car
day
detailed.
and asked for the portable car wash nigga to come pull
He's
up on your
downstairs
crib.
doing my car right now.
Nah, my man.
Is
my
he?
man I,
Wait,
got,
Yes.
really?
Yes.
I got a homeboy that do it.
Yes,
Send
right
me
now.
his info. I would do
I
that
will
all the
send it
time.
to you right.
Yeah.
I got him from Corey.
Yeah, my man do it.
Will he get the snow off?
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Yes, he'll get the snow off.
Yeah.
Yes.
God.
Tell him he can go right. You know,
Okay.
tell him it's right in the front. Hell yeah.
Yeah, got rid of that old car washer, right?
You know, shut the fuck up.
Hey, the old nigga, he wasn't doing it right.
Wait.
Nigga scrape wasn't right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Got rid of
It
him.
wasn't sufficient.
X that zero. Oh shit. Oh shit, there go.
What did Shannon Sharp?
Oh shit.
What did Shannon Sharp say about Nicki
Ouch.
Minaj?
What did Shannon Sharp say about
Says
Nicki
NFL
Minaj?
thought
veteran
this was like a
Shannon
joke.
Sharp apologizes to Nicki Minaj after diss track.
Nicki dissed him on a song and said that he said something. I don't know what he said, but Nicki shot at him on the song with Wayne.
yeah.
Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up,
All
pull
right.
it up, pull it up. Pull it up, pull it up, let's hear it.
I got.
No, I want to hear
Oh,
it.
the diss track.
I want to
Go-
hear
go
it. I don't
ahead.
want to
Okay.
read a diss track. I want to
Yeah.
hear it.
That I can do.
Okay.
Where did you go?
It's on Lil Wayne's band from
Yeah,
NOA.
we
okay.
know.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just.
we don't get our hip hop from you or Pitchfork. Even how you came in.
It's on Lil Wayne's. It's on this track he did, a recording he has.
All right, here we go. We got some smoke.
Oh, she starts her off.
Okay.
That's not a diss.
I didn't think that was a
That's
diss.
a punch.
I thought that she was explaining more. That's why I asked to hear it. But
Yeah.
if I send you a picture of Shannon, you're not sharp. I don't know that is dissing Shannon Sharp. So what did Shannon Sharp have to say?
He said in the latest episode of Sharp's Nightcap, blah blah blah. He said he was.
Why do we care what Shannon Sharp has to say about a diss track?
I mean, this was literally on fucking Billboard. He's.
But that's another one of those.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be on People Magazine and a whole bunch of shit
But you're
because it's Shannon
naming-
Sharp and.
It started because Shannon Sharp a long time ago said Nikki who, and he explained that he was talking about Nikki Haley, the governor of South Carolina, and not Nicki Minaj. But he said it was a misunderstanding. That when he said Nikki who, he wasn't talking about Nicki Minaj. But Nikki took it as a diss, which is why she did the Shannon, not that Sharp thing.
Got it.
Right.
I'm going back to my
You-
R&B. Got it.
Can't give you them 4 minutes
Yeah.
back, but
It's okay. Thanks.
And Nikki said something in her Twitter too. She said, "If I send a pic of Shannon, you ain't that sharp. Yeah, nigga, you thought I forgot that Nikki who shit you did? Laughing my ass off. Just
Oh,
kidding."
There's content.
Oh, there you go.
Ocho
there's
Cinco.
the diss.
Ocho Cinco almost caught a strizzy just by being around your crazy tail self.
and that's why Shannon was like, "Look, I don't want no smoke."
No problems.
He's like, "Look, it was all.
I got
Let's start
enough
over."
problems,
Right?
bro.
He's like,
I
"Let's
want
start
no
over." I don't
problems.
know.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right, now I understand.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp. I'm getting that old where somebody got to explain to me
The disses?
the rap
disses?
I am old. It's all right.
Crazy.
Good show today, man.
Indeed.
Good show today. I was gonna read a part of the show, but these people are really long-winded in here. Next pod.
We haven't done one in a while.
Yeah, Wednesday we'll be back. We'll do a few of them on Wednesday. Shout out to everybody in a part of the show tier on Patreon. If you are not a Patroni, please sign up right this second.
Indeed.
Even though some funny shit happened on Patreon the other day. My girl magically was subscribed to some white girl that she had never seen before. Patreon, you can't put no U2 albums in niggas' phones on it. They trying some shit out, man. Hey, subscribe to all them people they put in your feed.
For the free?
Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Until the next time, we bid you adieu, farewell, adios, arrivederci, hasta la vista, au revoir, so long, goodbye, or a simple head nod will suffice. Remember, life is a series of moments, Hey. And moments pass. Look at Mark. Mark jamming like this the Benjamin.
This is the shit.
I love this song too, but you just funny
How much
on the
money
music
this nigga
tip.
made off this song?
I don't, because I wasn't pocket watching, but I'm sure it's a lot.
A lot.
I'm sure it's a lot. We never heard from him again.
They didn't have to.
Well, no, we heard from him.
Bobby McFerrin?
What
Just
Bobby
no more
McFerrin
pop,
did?
No more pop hits, but he had a string of like independent or what do you call it? Like jazz, classical, all kinds of shit. Grammys. He won Grammys. Lots of Grammys after this.
Wow.
No?
And shout out to his daughter Madison McFerrin, who's making great music right now.
Shut up, Mark. Enough of you. That's my sister. Enough of you. Enough of him now. God damn it. With that shit.
You gonna see what-
Careful what you ask
Let me
for,
go
man.
see
Right.
what Madison-
Facts, God.
Yeah, no.
They hate them.
Now we cut it off.
Probably go see what Madison
Since he
look
got
like.
restorative justice for Bobby McFerrin's daughter. Fuck him. Let's see. What is everyone doing for Father's Day? Come on, give it to me before we leave.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna see Pops.
Whatever my girl prescribed.
Saying I'll be in Chicago on Sunday. By the way, if anybody is in Chicago, I'll be at St. Sabina Church.
Come
Leave
unarmed.
your beer mace at home.
Come with just your spirit and message.
Right. Otherwise,
Don't come with no
You gonna see
CIA
Jesus real
shit.
if you really want to see Jesus, bring some bear mace. He gonna beat that nigga fast. Shit.
Oh, man.
All right, so Ish is waiting to talk to wifey, see what's going on.
Man.
Mark is going to speak somewhere, of course. Parks is going to see his dad for the 7th time just this month. this guy, every week he's down there.
Once a month.
Mel, will you be spending Father's Day with a dad out there? Huh? With your dad? Hey.
Well,
the other daddy.
Probably not, but I'm going to go protest this weekend.
Are you?
Yes,
what
I am.
What are you protesting?
It's the No Kings protest that's happening nationwide in defiance of Trump and the administration and their bullshit.
Okay.
And also, just for everybody out there, if you happen to see cops on horses that are attempting to beat you, this might be too
Go the
late.
other way.
Well, it might be too
When they
late,
beat
but
you on the
some of the
horse,
things that you can
You
do.
kind of deserve it. If a nigga, if you let somebody on a horse,
That's not the message we want to send.
I'm just kidding, y'all.
But
right, you can.
Y'all are interrupting the message.
Horses don't go in reverse.
Because you saw the video. You saw the video. Okay, well, just a little bit of information.
Mel, you know ICE is taking away people that they shouldn't.
Yes, I know.
And you still gonna take your ass out there and protest something? Oh man, we about to lose our sister.
Word.
y'all. Child.
Let's see what happens.
you'll be at the
We about
next
to
Kendrick
lose
show.
our girl.
Let's see what happens. Anyways, as it relates to horses, you can buy something called predator pee. Okay?
Huh?
Predator pee.
Mel, we done, baby.
Oh.
We done.
No, Joe, I want to hear about
No. Predator P.
It's not
How many
an ad.
ads do you want to do
It's
in the
not
same
an ad.
episode?
It's something that I learned. It's something that I learned.
Mel is
So
slinging
say
pee.
it on your podcast what you
Fine.
want.
Push your P.
Okay.
Push your P.
Predator
Tell
P
them
is
they want to know.
crazy.
Predator P. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So
You
horse.
gotta start cutting that thing, but go ahead.
Okay. Predator pee.
I don't want the pee.
So horses do not like the smell, and they will. Yeah, the predator pee, like coyotes, wolves, bear, the scent of their pee will send them wanting to be away
It will
from
also
you.
send me
You
away.
back to the Bears again?
I'm just saying,
shit.
okay?
You back to Bear
Yo,
shit?
so let me ask
Oh,
you, Mel.
boy.
Yeah, so
you
there's
supposed to hold a wolf pee where?
Well, you have it in like a little spray bottle. Just spritz, and the
What if
horse
it
will
get
be
in
like,
your
You are
pocket?
getting
that
no
way.
pussy for
Yo,
the rest of
Yeah,
the
when
What
you
if
get
it
arrested
spills
for
in your
assault
pocket?
on a fucking.
You'll be fine.
She already don't pick up Daisy shit with just a bag.
The whole-
Now we think she about to carry around predator pee.
The whole point is to deter the horse from wanting to be around you, hence the cop that's trying to beat you with a stick.
Just to be clear, are
And
we
when-
sure that won't get you arrested for assault on a police
You
animal?
don't
Or,
no,
police
you're not
officer.
spraying the
Oh, right.
horse.
'Cause I
You
saw that on
spray-
Half Baked.
You spray the ground around you. The horse will
Butternuts
want to
got-
back away. Also, horses do do not like the smell of eucalyptus. So if you have like eucalyptus
I
on
wonder
you,
if you're back.
That's a little more pleasant than
Yeah, I can see
urine.
Okay,
the
there's
coyote
that.
urine.
If I got some guy piss in a bag.
You ain't gonna bag no niggas at the protest smelling like eucalyptus.
Damn, she's fine, but she smells like piss.
Yo, she smell like She smell like Vic.
You smell like Halls and coyote piss.
yeah.
Before we go, I did want to get our brother Marc Lamont's opinion on Memphis Bleak saying, fuck that reading shit.
That feel like a Patreon topic, but I didn't hear that. I heard he said books aren't that important. He said books aren't. Don't listen to him. That's the point.
No, he didn't.
Whatever he said, books don't have the value for him. That what was the exact quote?
I hope I never hear it.
He said,
I
fuck
don't
that
know.
reading shit.
Yeah. He said he didn't say fuck that reading shit, but he was saying books don't do it for him. That it's not that big. Like, don't listen to that. Read y'all. Read books. Read a lot of them.
A lot of them.
Get
Please read.
information, and preferably from a black bookstore, preferably UncleBobby's.com.
Yeah.
If Mel could do it, I could do it.
Mel gonna start cutting us in that ad money. She be doing 5 ads per pod now.
Not.
Why is this on my elbow?
There.
And why am I putting
Well,
it on right
funny that
before,
you should
right before we
ask.
And
right
there's
before we
this
start
new
rolling?
product, Predator Pee. Mel, it's up, girl. You have to stop. You don't
Yogi
care.
Bear's
Oh
Predator
my
Pig.
God.
You don't even care.
I'm just trying to teach people about some
But
things.
teach on your pod.
I know it's not.
Don't
an
teach
ad.
no more up here.
It's not an ad. I'm trying to teach people. Just
So the,
have
Really?
to
sweat,
keep
so the
themselves
sweatsuit you
safe.
had on wasn't a bad ad either.
I didn't say
From
a
the Chicago
word
nigga.
about it. You said something.
Well, you don't have to say a word for things to be an ad sometimes.
They went with my shoes. They went with my nails. Look,
Some fans said them shoes were like Wale sent them. I'm telling you what the fans said.
I don't-
Magically, you got some feet riz right after Wale leave.
Y'all are straight fucking haters.
I did see the
okay?
shout out. She shouted out a brother. Was he Arab or Indian? You literally tagged him in Instagram.
Yeah, but why are you being so nosy
Mel
for?
thinks that
No,
when
but
she
I
tags
wasn't
people
free
on
shit. I tagged-
Instagram,
I
you
followed
can't
you.
see. Last time she tagged a nigga on Instagram, it didn't work out the greatest.
No, you guys fucked my whole shit up. But anywho's.
No, his family fucked your whole shit up.
Anywho's.
Like
Or
what,
you tagged
what
Where
normally
we
happens.
Going? The baddies are insecure.
No, they're not. The baddies are fine.
They're getting ad money.
They're selling coyote piss.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers
Happy
out
Father's
there,
Day.
man.
Happy Father's Day, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that,
Father's
man.
Day to everybody.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take my dad to get some brunch, some eggs, man. Something like that.
There you
Something
go.
light.
Didn't you just trash your son for
I was
trying
just
to take you
about
to
to
brunch?
say the same shit.
Didn't you just say your son was fucked up to take you to brunch for Father's Day?
Well, I asked my dad what he wanted, and he said, I just want to go to brunch with my kids.
Oh, fair enough.
And he wants me to fund the Puerto Rico trip.
There we go. There we go.
the
That's
next
not so
day.
bad.
That's a good balance.
Depending on how many prostitutes you want to order. Like, the trip could cost this price.
Right.
Crazy.
But if you get to Condado, it's over.
Or it could cost.
I heard.
It's crazy, son.
I don't know what I don't understand about wives. Yo, if you know what, forget it.
Please.
It's been a great show.
You've been driving
What?
your husband up a wall all year. What the fuck do you think he's doing in DR? I'm not talking about my dad. I mean other people. Like, dog, niggas is going there. Yo, bitches are so fucking... They think we just going out there. Nigga. Anyway.
Yo, this guy's
Great show today, y'all. Hold
Indeed.
it down.
Shout out to Ice and Flip.
Shout out to Ice and Flip. And Ice when they come pick Mel up.
Neutral button. Enough of daddy.
JBP, JBP, where would you be without the JBP?
Neutral button.